Ben. I'm joined by the 20-time champion, the 2-time world champion, the one and only Mr. Patty P. Mr. X, let's give it up for Pat himself. Pat, how you doing, boss? What's going on with y'all?
I'm doing good, Tom. I'm doing good. You know, just another typical busy Friday, but wow, we had some games today.
Yeah,
didn't we?
we did. We had some games. We're going to talk about it. We're also joined by the duo, the staple to the Call of Duty scene. You guys already know who he is, the putt master, the one and only, the best of the business over at Esports Engine. Let's give it up for Mr. Benji. That's what I'm talking about, Ben. Yeah.
Thanks, Tom. Pat, when are you going to set up all the gear we sent you, brother?
I got everything set up except the mic, bro. We just discussed this. I just have to rearrange my desk.
Yeah, the lights look good.
The side of my desk doesn't have a like a hook. It like zooms on the side, so I gotta change some things up to do it on the front side. But that's the last thing I gotta do.
Wait, once you get the microphone, forget about it. It's over. Once you get the microphone, that's gonna be lit. But listen. We had some great matches today. I definitely want to talk about some stuff, man. Definitely want to talk about that New York roster change when we get to New York series, because I'm going to be honest, we haven't talked about it much yet, and I got a lot to say about that. So we're going to talk about that, and we're going to get right into it, man. Let's hop into this series. Let's switch on over and get back to business. We got producer Ben controlling the VOD. I'm absolutely shit at it. So
before we get into
shout out
this,
Ben.
I just saw a tweet on the timeline that I think is interesting. Do you guys see that apparently the strafing run is GA'd now?
Good.
Yeah, you guys' thoughts on that?
Good.
Go ahead, Pat. You go first. I think good, too. That fucking sucked.
I never saw it get a kill without it team killing, ever. So good. That was just an annoyance. Until that gets less RNG, get it out of here. So that's a good change. I wasn't expecting it to get GA'd, though. I just figured players just would opt to not use it. So it's kind of the same thing, but... yeah, got that Fugaze out of there.
Yeah, get the Fugaze out. Well, Asim leaked it on my stream yesterday. He just said, yeah, that shit's GA'd, and then he was like, oh shit, leak, but whatever. But I saw some people complaining about it on Reddit. I think what people don't understand is that the streak is just completely random. That no matter how you place it or where you place it, you never know what the fuck's gonna happen. And obviously, pros do not want any randomized streaks. Like that would just make absolutely no sense. So just getting rid of it
was too good. It wasn't because it was too good. It was just because it was just
broken.
Worked weird.
It's just broken. The streak is broken. It just doesn't make any sense. You kind of place it. You don't know what direction it's coming in from. There's no proper way to place it. So it's just too random, and it just wasn't working. So I personally like the GA. I think just get it out. Don't even worry about it. Just focus on a missile. It kind of sucks that only one streak. I'm not going to lie. Kind of boring with only one streak.
Yeah, but that's on Sledgehammer, though. I mean, that's not something the players can control. But, yeah. Tom, Ben...
Yeah.
Paris against Boston. You see the vetoes on your screen. What were we thinking? What'd you think before this match started? Did you like the vetoes? Didn't like the vetoes? Let me know what's going on in your head.
I don't mind the vetoes. I don't mind the vetoes at all. I feel like both teams can get mixy. I know Boston has Capsule. They have fucking Nero Poison. Those guys have been making plays. So for them to be on boat cage, I don't mind it. Not really too sure what I think about Paris on some of these maps, but I mean. At the end of the day, I think Boston was a stronger team, and they were going to win this regardless of the vetoes, in my personal opinion. But, Ben, what did you think?
No, I mean, I kind of agree with your assessment. Like, I guess, like, Boston's always going to be a little bit of a dangerous Bocage team because they've got a couple more takeover players than, say, a team like Paris does. But I thought that Paris looked good on that map last time they played it.
Yeah.
Like, not too bad. So, you know, the vetoes are what they are. Obviously, Paris liked what they did on Gava 2 against FaZe, so I see how that made it in over Tuscan.
Listen, I saw Bocage and I said, GG, go next. 1-0 Boston. This is a problem. But yeah, I mean, sometimes, you know, things can't really go in map order you want, depending on who wins the coin toss. But yeah, Capsule just absolutely had his way with the entire Paris lineup this whole map. So,
hey, yo, he's going to be a fucking threat this year. This guy Capsule can play. Same with Nero Poison. They're both really fucking good. Capsule, a little inconsistent sometimes. He's either going the fuck off or he's having an absolute stinker. There's like no in between with him right now. And then Nero Poison, I feel like, is just kind of the one behind him working off each other. I feel like once they get more comfortable with each other, they'll be good. And Zinni and TJ also stepped up midway through the series, especially TJ.
Crazy.
Yeah. We'll get there. We'll talk about it. Yeah, I couldn't believe they lost the control. That was obviously the only map that Paris was able to take. Which wasn't it just, we'll get there, but I'm pretty sure it was all defensive rounds. I'm pretty sure everybody just won their defense.
Snooze fest.
Yeah, it was a snooze fest. To be honest, this whole series was a snooze fest. I know Boston, they went up big here. Paris started bringing it back towards the second half, but Boston was able to stay ahead of the game. They started off really hot. When you get a really hot start on boat cage, you're feeling good.
it's just this game. You get a hot start, and it's hard to kind of lose it. Just with how momentum sways with this game. But yeah, I mean, they just were winning a ton of one-on-ones. They looked like they just had control of or even when they didn't have control of hills, they made them mixies. So yeah,
I got a little stat. I got a little stat for you guys that I heard Chan saying during the match. But apparently, 4 out of the 5 hills on boat cage, there's stats that back this up. That both teams are getting time. There's no full 60s on this map, which I mean we can all fucking agree.
We did see someone get a full 60 on the barn hill though in like the last series, right?
Yeah, we did. We did. Who was it? Who was it again? They held the whole entire fucking barn hill.
LAG, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, LAG has these weird setups sometimes where they had that P5 on Berlin. Yeah, that shit was lit. The P5 Berlin setup. You gotta wonder maybe Slasher and Gauntless are setting some of this shit up. We gotta talk about them too. But let's stay on board with this series. Huge first map at a Capitol. I feel like the Boston boys are working good off each other. Fellow struggled, man. He struggled a little bit this series. I feel like Paris, man, like they have to get a lot more consistent in their slang if they want to compete.
It's all 4 of them though, Tom. It's not like it's.
Yeah,
I mean, I know Fellow this series. We talked about John before. Desi kind of having his moments. I mean, I don't know. They all kind of just are throwing up these bad performances every other series, which I mean, you just can't have that when you're competing against these top teams, and especially when you're playing maps like this. I mean, if you're just getting outslayed, I mean, you're gonna see it.
Yeah. And they kicked back up.
This team needs to step up.
They kicked up. They stepped up halfway through this game. I think once it got to about, like, I think it was about 100 to 170 or something. It was around here where Paris just started kicking up, and they brought it all the way back. It was too late at that point. You can't go down too much on boat cage. You just can't come back. It's so hard, especially if the other team just stays ahead of rotation and just constantly makes things reckless.
His webcam. Can we go back to that? Ben, just get back a little bit.
Wait, did you see his webcam on stream the other day?
Gotta fix his webcam, dude. It's like all I see is his forehead. I can't see his mouth, his nose. It's just his webcam.
You know why though?
He moved his monitor probably a little bit too close.
No. That's how he plays though. He plays with his nose against the monitor, literally.
Well, then
he's
just
bullshit.
gotta fix the cam. Do like a widescreen something. I don't know. Zen, just let's look into a change.
Yeah, they need to get him a new webcam.
Let's get through it and see if we can see.
You gotta get him the wide lens, Ben. You gotta get him the wide lens webcam.
Yeah, it needs the. Yeah, look.
Yeah,
bro. That's actually funny. That's actually funny as fuck. The fucking Tony. I think he called himself Zin Mercs the other day on Twitter. Zin Mercs because of the Nick Mercs gimmick, you know?
Yeah.
But good job by Boston. They were able to close out the boat cage. Obviously a super mixy map. And it was going Boston's way early on. They held on to their lead, stayed ahead of rotations. They did a good job. Paris kicking up too late. But then we get into the Tuscan S&D. And again, you see a lot of people just trying to force plant A. You see people trying to break ankles now on this map. You see some people, right, they'll go towards B now and like make noise and then rotate back, have somebody slow play A and stuff like that. But these two teams mostly just straight up A pushing for the most part, in my opinion. What do you guys think?
I still think the sniper out of John is a little. It feels forced to me. It feels like they're just kind of like, we want to have a sniper who's going to do it. And John kind of just. I just don't want to see John sniping personally. Not on this game. We've seen him be a playmaker, and I think that's what he needs to focus on. I hate him just sitting back looking for picks. Just want to see them switch that up going forward.
Listen, I don't mind the snipes, just not every round. Don't go too crazy with it. If it's not working, if you pull it out early and it doesn't work for a round or two, you got to put it away. It's just not working. They know you have the sniper. They're gonna abuse you with it. I mean, they're just either gonna go the other way or just throw tags at you. Or there's a lot of ways to counter a sniper right now. And especially on Tuscan.
Think about Dashy, right? Like he started S&D 4-15, sniping way too much. You're good at sniping, but it's really easy to play against a sniper. Like it's a super easy adjustment. So just a little bit more thought process. I think people are overthinking it.
Yeah, 100%. Ben, what did you think about the map? Anything that caught your eye?
I think to continue the sniper point, what I'm seeing a lot of teams do, and we saw it a lot in the Thieves series, for example, is like if they know the sniper on this map's playing outer on A, like they just go speed plant, and like as long as you get a pick and you make it a 4v3, like one of those guys on defense to retake him with a sniper. So unless they can get some guy like pistol shots, you give him some freebies, like you're already likely going to win that round. So I agree with your assessment, Tom, that like I think teams will feel out kind of situational sniper usage, figure out how to use it to get picks, or just kind of put it away, especially on offense, and just go for speed or go for a team push and try and make something happen on the map.
Yeah. Listen, I know we're skimming through the map too, but one thing that Boston was doing really well is on defense, they were never scared to get aggressive. Never. Whether it's pushing out middle, pushing out A. I saw them try and 3-hit B side once. Somebody was slow playing A side. It was textbook plays. You could tell what they were trying to do. And I feel like it's really important that on defense, you can see Donnie trying to look through the wall with that aim
guys,
assist.
It's not just Cell. Everyone is doing it and trying it, but that's the problem. Is that everyone is literally trying to do that. So
I'm surprised they haven't talked about it yet. The pros like tried to enforce something, but they tried to do it with the smokes, and that didn't work.
Yeah, but this is way different. I mean, like, you're going to tell if someone's doing this. We already had the whole argument and debate about it, but still, I mean, I think it's just something to keep noting until someone steps up to the plate.
You know what's comedy is he looked, it didn't even work right there. He didn't even get anything through the wall, and then he just died.
Well, apparently he didn't get it through the broken object. So, like, the broken, like, material that you can break through, apparently that's good, but, like, the wall itself is broken.
You would think it's the other way around.
Yeah.
Interesting. But anyway, Boston, I think they did a great job trying to get that map control and trying to make a play on defense. It's a little bit of the opposite on Tuscan S&D. Usually the offensive team wants to make a play, but I feel like because of how the map is set up, the defensive team has to try and make a play. So I thought Boston did a great job doing that. So shout out to them. They were able to go up 2-0 in a series, and then we go into a Gava 2 control once again.
Yeah, an absolute snooze fest of a map, by the way. Defense just won every map. But I do want to say, I mean, TJ was kind of, pulling out that flex role, and that was something that I had questioned going into the series, was TJ being that flex player. And, I mean, yeah, he was absolutely frying with the auto. Obviously, it was a super defensive-sided map in general, but it was good to see TJ kind of just having his way, winning fights like that.
Yeah, this is also one of those maps, though, where Capsule, like, he played so good at map 1, and on this map, I think he went, like, double neg. I think it was, like, either 15, 30.
0.4, I think.
I looked at these 14 and 33.
Yeah, that's a 0.4.
Map, so that's tough.
And that's kind of what I was saying, right? Just the consistency. And I say that a lot about a lot of players. And that's the hardest thing, I feel like, when you're playing at the pro level, is finding a balance. Like, you have the talent to just constantly hit that go button. But you're going to have to figure out a pacing when you're playing some of these pro players. I feel like Capsule, he's either just having an absolute stinker or he's popping off. And Asim's another one who has that same problem.
Well, that's what I was about to say. Aside from Pred and a couple of the London, a lot of these subs are struggling on Gava 2. I mean, we looked at FaZe. We were like, why are they playing Gava 2? Because, I mean, I think Pred's got it, figured out, and so do some of the London boys, where they know how they want to play that map and kind of the routes that subs want to take, and it's obviously just getting in spawn and spawn killing on offense. But I mean, if you're just running around the map kind of like a traditional game, I mean, you're just going to get mowed down by these autos. So I think that's what we're seeing with Capsule and a lot of other SMGs in the league.
Yep, I agree. And again, 5 defensive wins. You see everybody pretty much just, they always try and push A off the rip. Have we seen anybody on Gava 2 yet go for a B point off the rip and actually successfully cap B first?
No, remember that's the stat where, like, the teams are 0-8. And they're like, they have like a 0.5 KD. I said that on the last show.
Yeah,
every team is trying to do that. Yeah, they're just failing bad.
So let me ask you guys something. What do you guys think if you move the B point up to ring and you move the point at P?
Up to ring.
Up to ring. Yep. And then
That's
you
a
move
little too far.
You think so? And then move the point in the ship back to P5. Move it to the P5. Move it back a little bit where number 2 is right now. Like by that P5 area to the left.
It would make it better for offense, but like you still got to cross on offense. Like it's still the sight lines.
The problem to me is just the tank, right? The tank at B. That's just the issue. Even if it was like a rock, it's a tank that you can go inside. That's really hard because you see a lot of the times players just sit behind that tank and finesse and bait the players to rush them, and then their teammates have the crossfire. So I just think this map is kind of a little bit of poop. So not much we can do about it, Tom.
I mean, to be honest, that wasn't my idea. People were like, Tommy's faded. I saw it on Reddit. There was a post on Reddit, and everybody seemed to like it. Everybody was talking about it. We were talking about it in my chat a little bit. I thought I'd bring it up and see what you guys think. I don't think it would have been that bad. It sounded like a good idea to me. Moving it to ring just because that B point is just so fucking fugazi. I feel like it would, battles would be going down ring and stuff.
I feel like it would like be kind of almost the same as Tuscan, where it's like the ring point just goes right away, and then you're left with that weird point in the back.
But I feel like that weird point in the back might be easier to get than that B point. But I don't know. It'll still be fugazi. The map sucks.
I would say is I think we should give it the rest of this major and a good conversation. League and teams. I'm sure they do some kind of post-mortem after after each stage. It's like talk with the teams and just see what they feel about like the situation with control right now. Like offense is really hard to win, especially on Gava 2. Like how do you improve that? It's better for the viewers, better for the team. So it's on the target.
And we gotta keep in mind the time's not right. You're not getting a tick per segment, right? So that could help a little bit for offense. But I was gonna ask because I haven't personally. What's that new map like? The new one people were talking about.
Yeah, we were playing H yesterday, and I was playing sub 8. So I was playing with some of the guys in the chat. Asim was playing with me, and it's not bad. The only problem with it is there's so many buildings you can get on the roofs, and you can just jump around from building to building. So the middle of the map is kind of mixy, but it is fun. It is fun to play.
Control? For control.
For control, we only played it like once, and it was okay. I mean, I definitely need to get more reps on it, but I honestly like the way the map is laid out, and I like the way the map looks. I just think the pros need to give it some reps and see how it goes, because I'm not too sure on spawns and stuff like that. I did get a couple questionable spawns. I did get a couple of those, but...
And there's rank play, Tom, so we can get our reps in now.
We could get our reps in. Pat, we definitely got to grind rank play. You see the rank system as well? How they do it?
It looks good. It looks like they kind of listen to feedback on what we kind of wanted. So yeah, I'm excited to see what that looks like.
And we could talk about rank play a little bit. There's a lot of divisions, so I'm gonna have to pull it up and see. But
did you see the Toronto picture? I don't know if you want to pull up Twitter really quick.
Oh yeah.
They tweeted out the divisions after their series.
Matter of fact, let me switch screens over here back to the 3 cam so I don't leak the link here, and let's pull it up. But this was what did you think about this tweet?
I like this.
You like this? You like this tweet?
What's good, Zinny?
Tommy boy! Zinny boy made it to the flag, ladies and gentlemen. Tony, where you been? Tony, where you been?
Listen, man, a guest of the year's returned. Doesn't matter where I've been, but I'm here now.
Zen, we gotta talk about the webcam, bro. What,
yeah.
Do you move
Listen,
like after they film the shot? Are you moving the monitor closer?
No,
like, what's going on there?
no. So I sit very close to my monitor, and the only way that you can see my whole face is if we put something above the monitor I play on, which we're planning on doing. So hopefully that's fixed soon. But just because of how close I fit to this, sit to the screen, there is just no way for the webcam to not look like that. Like, it's just not possible.
Yeah,
you sit too close. You sit too close. There's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah, so I'm gonna need to put something above the monitor I play on, like a stand or something, and we'll fix that up.
But Tony, I want to ask you a little bit about your series real quick. Let me just show the stream this real quick. We were going over the skill divisions and ranked, and you see Los Angeles Guerrillas said tag someone placing in contender and someone placing in master. By the way, these are the divisions. We have contender, specialist, advanced, expert, elite, master, and then the top 250 is challenger. So we got a lot of divisions in rank play coming up. But then Ultra hit him with a dagger and threw the Los Angeles Guerrillas logo on the contender.
Oh, that's fucked up.
That is fucked, bro.
That's not right, Tom.
It's not right at all, Tony. So
that's not right,
after that series, I mean, that's just after your placement matches, you get placed where you get placed. You know what I'm saying?
Speaking of Ultra, dude, what's with Hoodie Cammy, man? I understand we're not on Ultra yet, but like, what's this new hoodie gimmick for Cam?
I don't know. I like it though.
He's joining Illy and
wait, Nero Poison's doing the same thing. Man. He's on your team.
Wait, my teammate has his hood up?
Yeah, are you not paying attention? You're sitting next to him.
Are you serious?
He's on a far left. He's not. I can only see Tej and Capsule unless I go out of my way to look at Nero.
Well, yeah, he's got his hoodie up the whole time.
Tony can't see anything sitting that close to the fucking monitor. He can't see anything.
No. Listen, man, it's an honor to be back. I apologize for the absence. Look at me, dude. I'm a good-looking guy.
You are a good-looking guy. You are good. Tony, how you feeling, man? How you guys feel after the match today? How'd you feel going into it? And who do you guys play next? How you guys feeling moving forward?
We play FaZe tomorrow, so obviously a little different. So going into listen to get real for a second and get serious.
Yeah.
We preparing for Paris and FaZe are like sort of two different things. Paris is a solid team, but obviously FaZe is like cream of the crop S-tier team. So like I think tomorrow is the real test of how good we truly are. I think our search and destroy is one of the best. I think that's
textbook, Tony.
I think we're 3-0 so far, and I think I have sort of 3 S&D stars on my team who are willing to call plays in the fly, like TJ. I'll give TJ full credit for today. He single-handedly was the one play calling and coming up with stuff on the fly.
I like that.
And on a map like Tuscan, which is pretty clear-cut and sort of one-dimensional, that's important. So.
Yeah.
Today was all Tej in the search. Control, it's one of those things where it's just tough. It's super defense favored, and
you
can only do so much.
Out, huh?
Yeah, no. Tej was frying. I was playing too slow on defense a little bit. I sort of yelled at my team. I think on that map specifically, we need to have more communication about like what's open and what we need to pick up because I was slow playing house way too much, so I need to fix that.
Yeah.
Nonetheless, it was a good series, right? Paris, I feel like they have a reputation of being like one of the lower teams, but I mean they took phase map 5. We had some close maps today, so I think every team in this league is solid. But
Yeah.
Granted, that was a double Gavitu series though, and they won both of them.
Yeah, no.
Take it with a grain of salt.
Yeah, they're a good Gavitu team. But yeah, control is just one of those things where if you're getting outslayed, especially on your defenses, you're most likely going to lose, right? Our first series was a little out of the ordinary. We won 2 offenses versus LAG, which was pretty unheard of, but
Yeah.
listen, I think the young guys. Sorry for talking too much. Jeez, I
No.
can't fucking stop.
I like you, bro. Keep going.
I think
Keep going.
I think the young guys are starting to find their footing, right? Obviously, the kickoff classic we lost their first time on land. My first time back on land in 2 years. I think these young guys are really starting to find their footing, and I think our practice has been pretty constructive, right? Someone asked me in my stream like how I sort of talk to my rookies, and I think my mindset is this: I don't give a fuck if they've been playing for 10 years or 2 months. Like, there's too much at stake. We make too much money. We play for too much money. We represent so much. We are 1 of 48, all of us. So I give them the benefit of the doubt in the beginning, but after that, it's Pat. I don't understand. You fucking...
My bad. My fault. What's up?
I don't understand. That's not even...
my god, bro, that was funny.
That's just not funny. No,
that was funny. Wait, no, Tony, that was good, Tony. That was good, Tony. We liked it.
You want to see something funny? Take your fucking hat off. Let's see your hairline.
No, come on, don't do that.
Let's talk about hairline when your forehead's taking the whole way.
Let's see how fucking funny it is when that hair's
Come on, take it easy. Take it easy.
That'll be funny.
It's just long.
That'll be fucking funny.
My hair is nice. It's just long.
That'll be fucking funny.
Oh my god, bro. You guys are fucking, dude. You guys are morons, bro.
Okay, listen. You guys take the wheel. I'm done talking. My
No, Tony, I was just gonna say, Tony, I like the aggression in the S&D too on the defenses, bro. You don't see a lot of teams doing that. And you were slow playing sometimes on a B side or about an A side. You let the guys work around. You could tell you guys are all on the same page, man. I feel like you guys are really good at S&D. I feel like that's why you guys are looking really good.
Yeah, no, we're a great search team. I think control is probably our weakest mode right now, but I feel like, especially having 2 rookies, I feel like by default control is like the one mode that sort of takes a little longer to really get down.
Yeah.
Especially in this game when it's like we're only playing 2 maps.
Yeah.
And it is I wouldn't say it's a control that we're used to, right? Like this year's iteration of control is a very different control. So
yeah,
we'll keep working. Hard point's a work in progress. I think we're a little inconsistent, right? We're either great or we're subpar. So we'll keep working, and then tomorrow versus FaZe, I think, is a really I guess good test to see where we actually stand compared to some of these S tier teams. Yeah.
Well, let's get back into this series, Tony. I want to listen to Paris Legion's Ben. Everybody's saying, "What the fuck is Ben doing?" He's holding because there's a listening here. We want to tune in and go on board with this listening. So Ben, get us to the listening, get it going. Let's tune in. I want you guys' honest opinions on this listening because I fucking hated it. I hated it. Go ahead, Ben. And I'm gonna switch because of course I can't leak no links here. I can't link any links. Ben, are you okay? Is everything all right here, Ben?
Yeah, I'm playing.
Are you? I think it's good stuff on my end. Check it out over here.
It's working. It's working for me.
Is it? For me, I'm just frozen here.
He's got it paused. 70, 107.
No problem. We'll hit a little reset. We'll hit a little refresh over here and see how it's going. Refresh it. Bada bing. How you doing? I think we're good. Maybe not. Maybe not. Nope. Oh, yeah, we're good. Keep it going. Keep it going.
In the train, cap. Mid-hole windows.
I'm playing dead.
All windows, CJ, careful.
Oh, window, one shot. Yeah, one fire, one
He just
absolute pushing out P4.
Who's weak as fuck?
I can help you in time.
He's hitting me.
I don't know where he went in time.
He went top 3. TJ is P4, one shot, absolute. TJ P4.
Alright, one top 3 too. Nade hill. Got nade hill. One was curve tank. He just pushed on my left, bro. I got naded. Dunker tank. Get inside together.
Oh, he's on the docks looking for you at the tank.
Nading time. He's in. He's one shot out, bro.
Left side, Tom. Alright, let's go left, come on.
He's train safe. And we can time by it with a nade.
I'm dead.
It was capped.
He's
still
outer.
I'm wrapping deep left. I'm wrapping your people.
Outer one in there, I think. Outer one in there, I think.
Inner siege. TJ, one shot got him.
Zinni's out of the play, far right. He's far right somewhere.
far as the comms go, Chance.
What you guys think, man?
Let's keep in mind. Hold on. Let's keep in mind. Hold on. We gotta keep this in mind before we kind of address this. In that listening, it was probably the worst time listening for Paris in general because they were losing every single gunfight. Like it was just kill feed was white. But yeah, I mean, this was a team that you kind of can just tell. They just sounded flustered. They sounded frustrated. You kind of heard them like, "Yo, like let's do something." Like
Methodz is 16-7.
So I think that's one of those comms where you're down 2-1 in a series and you're kind of getting beat pretty bad right now and nothing's going your way. So it just sounded super flustered and frustrated. And I didn't really hear like someone kind of just stepping up and like taking charge and getting everybody back on the same page. Everybody was kind of just calling out where they're dying.
They just seem frustrated and just like kind of quiet, no energy. Like I'm sitting here and I'm like, Paris just won the 3rd map control. They're looking to reverse sweep and bring this back. They should be coming into this hard point after a map win fucking swinging. Granted, they probably tuned into the listen at the wrong time, but it shouldn't happen at any point in the map. They're not. They weren't even down much. They weren't even down much. You just regroup. They don't get frustrated.
They were just
regroup.
in a blender. They were just in a blender on that hill, right? Like.
Yeah, but that's what makes the good teams, Pat. They don't get flustered. They stay focused and
but Tom, you're saying the good teams, but this is this is what we got 12th rank, D tier.
Well, maybe that's what, Pat. Maybe it's their fucking comms. I
think that plays a part, but it might be a little bit more.
I think. Listen, well, let me take a spin on this. I agree with you guys. Like this Paris team compared to other teams, like the talent disparity is there. Like it is what it is. I do think though, like to make up that deficiency, like the teamwork and the chemistry and the cohesion has to be on point.
Yeah.
And that way they're going to overperform. And listening, and just kind of in general, in the gameplay they've had since the FaZe series, just haven't really seen that level of teamwork. So they've got some time look like they're not a team that's favored to really end up kind of being top 8 going to this major. So you're going to have to make a little bit of a crazy run in losers. And the focus to me, I think, is just sort of how do we get better team cohesion and get on the same page and maybe overperform a little bit.
But Ben, the problem for me is this team needs to be like, for this team to succeed, honestly, with the 4 guys they got to be an S&D powerhouse. Like this has got to be one of those teams where even if they're losing every respawn in a series, bro, you got to see some life in searches. And I don't know, I'm not seeing that. So that's the biggest thing that worries me about this team going forward.
I agree with you. They got to be a 2-5 team. You know what I mean?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. And sneak a Gava to control or hardpoint or whatever.
The old Optic Nation strat.
Yeah.
It's not a bad strat.
A lot of people have done that. I mean, you look at TR and AW; they were the 2-3-5 team, and they were really good at it. So yeah, I mean, it's definitely a possible viable strategy, but their S&D is lacking, and I think they know that. I mean, I've seen them tweet like, our S&D is just not up to par with our standard of how we think the level we should be at, but. I don't know. Hopefully that's a priority for them and soon.
Also, on this map, Capsule and Nero do such a good job pushing out cuts and being a nuisance and switching fucking lanes and going from top 3 to low to fucking doors, different fucking doors, sliding around. You can't keep track of them. I feel like the best teams have their sub duos just going absolutely rogue on this map. And I don't know if
it's great for players like Zen. You can just kind of go.
That's what I'm saying. And on top of that, you got Tony 20 and fucking 10, double pause, whatever the hell he is.
Think about what you just said, though, Tom. And I know Simp is in the chat. Like, FaZe probably had the best sub duo in the league, and they were playing Gava 2 over Berlin.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on there, Mr. Chris, Mr. Simp in the chat. Let's get a win for the chat, though, for the one time.
So let's close this out for a sec. As always, we like to talk about what's coming up for both teams. So I think Zen touched on where his team is going next. Which I believe they are playing
FaZe tomorrow, 6 p.m. Eastern.
The match before that, though, is the Paris matchup, and I don't think it's going to get any easier for Paris to play in Optic Texas tomorrow, who are coming off an 0-2 week last week.
Oh, they're out for blood.
So that's going to be a tough one, I think, for Paris.
Yeah, but I mean, that's going to be a tough one for Optic, too. I mean, to me, Optic, I don't know. I think they have the talent, but it looks like they just haven't put it together. And I mentioned, I think that's a do or die series. So I don't know. I could see Paris just having an upset because Optic just, Optic.
I mean, they're an S tier team, Pat. You got them in the S tier.
Yeah, they are. That's
what I'm saying.
Team. But they're an S tier team playing like a D tier team, Tom. Does that make sense?
Well,
they're for sure an S tier team.
Okay, D tier. I don't know about D tier. DT is pretty low. I feel like they're too talented to ever be that low.
Maybe I'll put my feet up and hang out. What's going on, boys?
Yeah, hang out, Tony. You were gonna leave? You were gonna dip out?
Well, you told me to come on for 10 minutes.
Well, I thought because you don't like coming on these days, so I'm
a busy. Listen, recently I've been feeling like there's no time in the day, dude. The grind has been fucking crazy, man.
Yeah, that is true. You have been grinding.
Going to a facility 15 minutes away, trying to stream, trying to go to the gym, trying to feed food. But
there is it. You can always make time for your boys, Tony. You can always make
listen,
time.
man, good games to Paris.
Good games.
And also, we've had a lot of support recently, dude. The breach support has been crazy. So if any of you guys in the chat have been supporting, we appreciate it. It does not go unnoticed, that's for sure.
Oh,
What's
yeah.
going on, Berg?
There's been a lot of winnies in my chat during the watch parties. They love you, Tony. They fucking love you.
Yeah, no, it feels good to be back and actually be in that sort of system again. But this next match was dope. We can stop talking about myself and my team.
This was
Thank God.
the best match of the day. Got a good old Minnesota Rokkr coming off an interesting week last week's interesting win against Optic, and we always got Seattle, probably the surprise package of the season so far. And I don't know what you think, Pat, but these videos seem pretty straightforward to me from both teams at the moment.
Yeah, no. I mean, I think these are ideal for both teams, but I mean, dude, just before we get into it, I can't believe after watching this whole series before it started, I was like, Seattle's probably gonna win this. But when I watched it through and through, I just could not believe Rokkr didn't clutch up in the end.
Well, Rocker's an S tier S&D team.
Yeah, they are.
Oh, absolutely.
And I think they always will be. So, like, we were just talking about a 2-5 team. Like, Rokkr is the epitome of a 2-5 team, but that's not to discredit their respawn. They are just looking at their roster, like they are head to toe an S tier S&D team. They always will be. Respawns, it's like they have firepower to be like Major Maniac has shown some crazy moments. We all know what Priesta and Standing Attached can do, right? So like they have a good well-rounded respawn team. I just think Surge is the better respawn team right now, right? Like Surge is like a top 2 respawn team in the game. So the fact that it was so close in the respawns was honestly surprising for me. I expected the search to either be really close or go in Rocker's favor, to be honest.
So on the search point, so we're working on keys to victory alert today, and Carson had a good stat we ended up using, which was Seattle was second in the part of the series. Seattle was second in defensive win percentage in S&D, and Minnesota was first in offensive win percentage. So this is real battle of Titans S&D kind of gameplay here. And the other piece on the Seattle side too, and I think one of the reasons why I think Seattle's so good in S&D is they are getting the bomb down 86% of their offensive rounds. As Tom, you always talk about.
Are we saying Seattle's good at search though? I feel like they're not that good. They have a 52% or 53% win percentage overall, and they just won every fucking round 11.
They're not executing their post plans.
Yeah, no, they are a better respawn. They're a better respawn team than they are a search team, but. So look at the team composition, right? Like I feel like these two teams actually match up particularly well, right? Like Standy and Pred play a similar play style where like Pred is always working the pinch, and he's obviously super talented, wins his fights, but like he's always making plays sort of like Standy is, right? Always behind you, always being annoying. Lamar and Major are like somewhat similar play style, right? Just like good S&D players, slower, good clutch players. And then Priesta and Sib, right? Like I think Sib's like the talk of the town right now, but like we all know what Priesta can do, right? Like a top tier flex, and then Dylan Mack. So
here's what I'll say
the
about
teams are actually pretty similar when it comes to like play style and.
Well,
I wouldn't say firepower. I think Surge has more firepower right now.
Zen is like, I think once again another season where I think Preston hasn't had the best 2 starts of the season. Like we've seen some maps where he's been great, but we've seen a bunch of duds. So like I think for him, this Minnesota team, like again, they're great at S&D, but like he's got to get more consistent in respawn, because if they can do that, I really kind of like the sort of win conditions they have because of their skill on maps 2 and 5.
Let me just say that all of them need to start stepping it up and respawn, but Standy. He's been their respawn hard carry. I mean, if you watch, I mean, he's been a guy keeping him in it.
Mike's
been
not
pretty
bad.
good, but yeah, I agree.
I'm talking about this series right here. Standy was the only one putting in good numbers in the respawns. The only one. He was constantly frying.
But Mike's had some good respawns.
Oh yeah. I mean, they've all individually are gonna have good. They're all talented as fuck. So eventually,
they're also playing probably the best respawn team in the game right now.
Yeah, they're definitely up there. I just feel like right now Minnesota really needs to focus on their respawn, because their S&D looks great, and I think the control will always be a swing mode for them, that they'll always be able to take them. A lot of single pushing though out of Minnesota in the control, and we'll get there. I think sometimes.
I had one thing I wanted to pick up on this map, and it didn't end up backfiring, but Tom, you and I were chatting about it live. At the end of this map, actually, it was not this series. Never mind. I move on. It was the other series.
It was the other series?
Whoa, producer Ben having a...
Yeah.
No, to be fair, though, when you watch so much COD, these maps, they get blended.
All these maps are kind of blending together.
They get blended together, bro, when you're watching the same map over and over again. Sometimes I get series confused when I'm talking about them, so it's an honest mistake, honestly. But I definitely think Minnesota... They had the talent to be really good in respawns, but they had the same problems that other teams are having, where I just don't think they're working together sometimes. I feel like they get tunnel visioned and they're kind of just going, and they're single pushing, or they're just not on the same page.
I just think Minnesota is just and you see it a lot in the control. Like I don't think they execute as quick as a team like Seattle, Toronto, or FaZe does. Like I think they're just a little bit too methodical and slow, and that's how they get in trouble and
I agree with
respawn.
Somebody in the chat said to talk about the auto usage, because I know how many autos did we see on both cases this time? We had what, 1 or 2 out. Usually we saw teams only using 1 or not even using 1 in the beginning of the game. Now we see more people starting to use it. I heard Chance casting the game say that people are copying FaZe now. Was FaZe the first team to pull out a couple autos on that map, or what?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Okay, so that's I guess it maybe worked for FaZe, and now people are just doing their research and they're trying it out. So what do you guys think about that? 2 autos? You think it's a good play? Tony, you guys tried it all?
We've dabbled. I mean, we look at everything everybody's doing. And
Tony, would you say FaZe is the best Bocage team you guys have played?
We haven't played FaZe much, but like they're up there, right? Like I feel like when you get to those S tier type teams like Surge, Toronto, FaZe, like they're all sort of pound for pound can sort of fight each other. But I mean, I would say FaZe is probably the best Bocage team individually.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking that's probably why people copy, right? If you're not able to beat them in scrims and you're like, well, these guys are running 2, we might as well do it, might as well try it.
It's just like we're still so early in the life cycle of competitive COD, right? Like we're 2 matches into the league season. So you see an S tier team like FaZe, and it's like they're obviously confident in what they're doing. So it makes sense to sort of look at teams like that, right?
Yeah.
And just like you look at any of the top teams in whatever sport or whatever, you look at teams and you go, okay, they're good at this map. Let's try this. And I mean, yeah, we've definitely taken note of everything that FaZe and all the S tier teams are doing, but also trying to not really conform to a certain team's play style, right? Like we want to do our own thing and try to
For sure.
ourselves too.
Right, great win there out of Dante. Good heads up play. And to open up this S&D, Dante wins the fight. 200 IQ.
What's this offensive setup right now?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know what is
I'm
confused as to what Dylan's doing here.
Dude, the map is, unless this round played out super odd, this map's completely flipped right now.
Did Dylan have the cross to P-Dog or something, and then P-Dog just lost the fight? Like, what was going on there? Like, what was the setup?
So, okay, this is such an odd round. I want to watch this through. So, okay, so Seattle's on A-bomb, they hit out. And then number 6 Dylan goes to kind of like cut them off and get freebies. But then they get stuck holding the wrong side of the map because they planted, like Dylan can't see the bomb from their defense, from the defensive spawn here. This is just an odd situation.
Let's take a look. I thought Dylan had the fucking cross, but he didn't. He didn't have anything here.
He has a cross, but like...
No, I don't think he did. I think he was just watching P-Dog's back. But,
but he's just useless in the situation.
No, he is. He's too far. I mean, he's just simply too far from Preston. He's too far away.
Tom, it's not even about being too far. Like, how is he supposed to get a guy off a bomb?
He's too far. It's what I'm saying. He's too far away.
There's a window. Yeah, you can break it. But
listen, I don't even care about where he's. What the fuck is he watching?
He's watching like the rat back through fire and shit.
You can't watch that from a million different other spots.
No, you couldn't. You couldn't. I think that's what he's watching. I think right here Dante made a good heads up play, and just hopping on it right away was.
Listen, at the end of the day, Preston just can't lose that fight. Plain and simple. Terrible setup, but Preston still got to win that fight. Yeah, but it's a straight up one-on-one. He's got a heady. Like, you got to win that fight.
Hey, Dante, you know, he broke the camera on him. Dante broke the camera on him and took his head off. So, I mean, sometimes it's a lot easier said than done when it comes to winning the fight. They should have had a better setup. He should have had a better fucking setup.
Nice pick on Dylan's dad, Lamar.
Hey, listen, Attach has been hitting snipes like it's fucking nothing, this guy.
He's always been a good sniper.
He always has. He's really good with it.
I'll say about Dylan, and oddly enough, I didn't really catch this until, again, our stats guy, Carson, for broadcast pointed this out. Like, Dylan's S&D numbers last year were actually not particularly good. He was averaging below a 0.1. He was on the bottom half of players in the league on some key S&D stats. But I will say in this series in particular, he stepped up in the S&Ds, both in this map and map 5.
He's a great S&D player, man. He always has been.
Good instinctual, good wins his ones for sure. You always know if he's in a 1vx.
He's got a nice head of hair as well.
He does have a good head of hair. He looks good in this picture. He looks fantastic. It's my guy right there, Dylan. It's good to see. It's cool to see Dylan keep doing what he's doing at S&D, man. Over all these years, he's still fucking pumping.
You got to think, man. I think people are underestimating the importance of this match, dude. Accuracy versus attach. I mean, like, really, really important when it comes to bragging rights between friends, man.
Oh, yeah, of course.
and Lamar just fucks on him in a 1v2 5-5. It's actually fucked up.
Which we're going to talk about because that was pathetic out of Minnesota. I did not like the routes they took. They trolled in that too. Listen, kudos to Lamar because Lamar's the Iceman and he constantly keeps doing this shit over and over again. So clearly,
but why do people troll against him though? Like
they get nervous. They see Lamar's name and they get nervous.
Listen, man.
Toronto
trolled. We have to just stop. Like it's just too fucking icy, man. We got to stop looking at what the other team did and just appreciate the greatness while we have.
Yeah, but they made it so easy for him.
Yeah, but I hate the word troll, but it was a troll.
Wait. Well, let's look back to Cold War. Hold on. Let's look back to Cold War though. That optic play, like where Lamar got the 3-piece, they perfectly lined up. That was a complete 1000% troll. Like
no, that's not. Is that a troll though, or is that
was a mega troll?
That setup was questionable. But we'll go back and we'll watch this 1v2 and like I think like there's definitely criticism on the way Minnesota played it. I think they're definitely open to an inquiry about.
I feel like that optic play was more just unlucky than them trolling. Like they just lined up and they were all.
I mean,
weak.
if everybody's watching the same angle, you should have a crossfire from different angles, but it's all good.
Again, you see people trying to work this B bomb site. They do a good job getting across. You see Dante with that snipe. He's able to find one onto Major. Good shots out of Dante. He's another one who could snipe that. I don't know if people know.
Unreal sniper.
I don't know if people know about Dante and his sniping ability.
Dante
but
was doing crazy shit with a sniper in Modern Warfare.
Yeah, no, he was. He uses a sniper like anybody else. He's very aggressive with it. He challenges things with a sniper that you don't see a lot of players challenge. He's very creative with it. So he's able to find a good pick there. Really, really good play here out of Priest on Standy here. This was sick. This was sick.
This one I gotta talk about. Okay.
Nah, this was a good play out of Minnesota though. Really good play. Go ahead though, Ben. Go ahead.
But I watch this live. I really want to know what number 2 Lamar is doing in this situation. And like,
he's being icy, bro.
What is he watching?
He's frozen in that building.
Hold on.
He got too icy.
Hold on. He doesn't have to watch anything. Right here, Lamar is playing strictly to check that bomb whenever he needs to. He is, and I can almost guarantee you right now he's coming. I have absolutely nothing for you. I'm playing late bomb.
He should pick up the flank though. He should watch something here. He should get Dante's back. Because Dante's he's kind of out in the open. Dante has eyes on a bomb. Lamar, I understand he's playing a lot, staying alive, but let's also not act like that's not the most predictable spot in the fucking world that he's gonna be up there. Everybody's up there now.
Here's my other issue with it too. So it's not 2v2, right? Like 18 seconds left. Like Lamar's in a perfect spot to clutch this, and they break down because Lamar actually chows out. He gets in his gunfight with number 8. So okay, he's already engaged Priesta. Number 4 is going to lose his gunfight. Really good play from Standy. Nice chow.
Yep.
And then at this point, Lamar should just kind of try and stay alive. Instead, he's wide challenge because I think comms are probably a little bit hectic. And
well, no, right there. I mean, that's just miscommunication. Right there, Pred should be the second guy to check. Pred should be playing his life on that tank, and then Lamar should be trying to pick a bomb from where he's at.
I just think Standy and Priesta did such a great job. Priesta took the long route. Standy waited for him, and then they kind of collapsed on a site. Preston did a really good job just finding those guys with the eyes on bomb. He found them and he's able to take him out.
What was Pred's play there, though? If he knew Lamar had bomb, why was he just caught sprinting?
I mean, Lamar was probably saying
once.
I think
once.
But I mean, there's 15 seconds. Like, they're not defusing. There's not a rush. Like it takes 8 seconds to defuse.
I would think the opposite. I would think that they are defusing right there.
Lamar has full eyes. What do you mean?
Give it a shimmy. Give it a shimmy, and you can see.
He knew that.
Look, Lamar's in the window. He shot him. He knows he's not going to defuse.
Wait at this point.
Lamar
actually, I'm confused. If Lamar's looking at bomb there, it makes no sense.
Yeah, Pred just I was
under the impression that Lamar either couldn't see bomb from where he was at, or
no, he saw it. He shot him.
You throw a shimmy. See that they're not on bomb. You just stay alive. They just let the time run.
That's a troll then.
Just simply call out not on bomb, and then Pred's playing the win. Like, and Lamar's just buying time.
Yeah, they fucked up right there. And that was what, a 2v4 or 3v4? That was like a 3v4, 2v3. It started off as a 3v4, and then I think they got a couple trades, but whatever. Good play.
A lot of trolls.
But listen, you got to give kudos to Minnesota. It's what a good S&D team does. When a team's trolling, you take advantage of it. That's what the best teams do. They take advantage of it, and they capitalize on a situation. So, Priest and Standy were able to pick up those last couple kills. They tied up at 1. And then we head over into the Tuscan Control, which this one was fucking nuts. Because I know, was it Seattle that went up? No, I'm thinking about the Toronto series. But this one was nuts because Minnesota, they kept single pushing. They were pissing me off. On the offense, they kept just going one by one. They were tossing away lives. But, it's Tuscan. So, typical Tuscan. They go over towards that 8 point. They start off early getting the 8 point, and they work for the B point.
back to
I
back
think we need to have
offensive
a
wins.
we need to have
Go
a
ahead.
segment for the flank that it's like you just take like 1, 2, maybe 3 clips a day, and it's just like pissing Tom off, like
Yo,
plays
dude,
that piss you
listen,
off.
there's been a lot of things that piss me off. You know, when I'm
Yeah, but
watching.
we gotta make it a segment where it's just like
I'm
the
down,
moments
I'm
that pissing
down.
Tom
Tom's
off.
I like the Pat was trying to do a quasi, like you were trying
Fugazi
to do
with
the
Tom.
Italian accent. Fugazi with Tom.
Fugazi with Tom. I like that. Gizmo, don't bark. Gizmo, get over here.
Listen, if you've got ideas for this segment, tweet it at the flank. We'll retweet the best ones.
Yeah, it's actually a fire. That's a good idea, Pat. I like that. I like that a lot. I like the plays here too. And Tony, you could talk about this map since you've been playing the game all year, but I think a lot of people they play slow, right? They try and get those wave of kills, and then they'll progress up the map and try and work some crossfires together, right? Try and be a nuisance, play corners. I feel like this map is very corner heavy.
It is just once again another heavily favored defensive map. I mean, like the spawns, you pretty much spawn in a nade spot. So if you do die, you can look up, throw grenades. It's hard to stack point because there's really nowhere on the point where you can dodge nades. So you're at least at the very minimum always weak. And then there are so many routes to the hill, right? Like you can easily run through church to mid and pinch P5. You can pinch church alley. You can run top green. You can wrap back their side and use nades to get out. Like it's just such a very, very tough map to actually execute on offensively, and that's why you see a lot of people playing for kills, usually on offense to try and just win the lives as much as possible. But
Minnesota stacks, I think, more than any other team.
Yeah, they do. You could tell that
And
Minnesota's
bro, it's so
mindset is
fast.
stacking. You
Yeah,
could tell that
it's
that's
so
their mindset.
fast.
But it's weird because I even saw Minnesota stack with 3 guys and it still went fast as
Bro,
fuck. Even with
absurd,
just 3. Even with just 3, it went up in seconds. I was like, okay. I'm surprised more people aren't trying to set it up. The only 2 teams I've seen do it is Minnesota and Optic. After Minnesota did it to them, Optic did it right back to them. So
There's too many kill whores, Tom. You know how it is.
well, I also think people are also just getting in their own head right now because it's so hard to win O's that they just keep stopping clock and trying to play TDM and run the lives down. It's pretty much a Slayer
but
mode.
look what happens here. They get 3 kills. Last guy lives on a long flank, and he doesn't even get close to touching his hill before they stack it and cap it.
Yeah.
Watch this.
No, so another problem is how deep you spawn on offense, no matter what. Like, so you cap A, they have B control, like the defensive team. You are spawning in Narnia. Like, you are not spawning anywhere as close as the defensive team is spawning to their base. Which obviously like if you're on defense, you should probably spawn a little closer. But like the extreme to how far you spawn on offense on this map is pretty crazy, right? Like you get very limited pushes to actually execute, and that's why everyone is so important.
Yeah, but look what happens actually in this situation. Minnesota actually catches because they spawn close. Watch this.
Yeah, this was a triple stack, I think. Wasn't this a triple
They
stack?
triple stack, but watch how close they spawn after they all die.
Well,
Watch
I
this.
like the play from Dante. I like the route here. He should have L triggered here. He went little
Harry
rogue.
makes a good point in your chat. They need to update the game and have it so, like in what was it, Cold War? Every tick you get added time on the clock. That
Oh,
was
I agree.
You missed that. We said that.
Oh, you guys
first
talked about
series.
We
that?
talked
Yeah,
about
sorry.
that.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah,
I also think that it shouldn't be going off kills for overtime. They have to bring it
No,
back
it
to
should
the
be going
ticks.
ticks.
Yeah, it would go off the ticks.
It
Yeah.
needs to be
And then
objective
if ticks
based.
are tied, you go to what kills?
Wait, Ben, let that play right there.
No, but I'm saying like this is a weird situation because look how close. Normally you're spawning in default, but 5 and 6 spawn close here.
Yeah, but watch
look at the
watch
weird
it.
timing the Mac gets.
Watch where 3 was Mac 3.
Because Mac thinks he can just fucking YOLO to hill
it's
because they're
not
spawning
Mac, then,
deep,
hold
but they actually are behind him.
Oh, it's
And then he-
4. Yeah, but watch 4 though. He pushes out mid map, and then look where they spawn.
Yeah, I think he was
Yeah.
just really deep out. But look how fucking quick it goes up, even with 3 guys, which is interesting. I guarantee you we start seeing teams stack more. There's no way.
especially with the
If you get 3 or 4 dead and you're all by the point, everybody should just hop on it. Even if you get 3 dead, you get 3 dead and there's 1 alive. You don't know where he is. Everybody stack the point, force him to jump out, and you're golden.
Watch how Minnesota stack this. I actually really like the setup they have. So they have the one guy, number 5, who's in that deep corner. So he's really watching the cross from the pinch in one sliding alley. He can get naded, but he can't get shot from the people sliding from spawn. Preston's also watching the pinch, and he's on the opposite corner of that. And they have a guy behind the box who's watching the cross. Can't get shot from alley, but he can shoot the guys that are coming off the spawn. I like this because there's not like a complete stack, and then everybody's staying in the same spot, and they're picking corners where you can't just get like free picks if you're coming off a spawn. So there's a really good like setup that they had. I don't know if it was intentional or not, of this triangle and how to actually stack this hill.
Yeah. They ended up trying to bring this one back. I think it was the last round where I was just seeing a lot of single pushes. It was Seattle that ended up locking down that defense, but it was Pred. It was all Pred this map. Again, just being a nuisance, getting aggressive. Mac was right there with him, slaying out, but I just feel like when Pred gets going and he gets into positions like this where he pushes out these cuts, he's so hard to stop. He's so annoying to play against. He does a really good job of knowing when to play aggressive and when to slow it down. You'll see he'll always get really aggressive, get his kills. He'll get pushed up, and then he'll play corners or he'll finesse. He has a good understanding of how the game should be played. So I just want to give a huge shout out to Pred because I
he's got
feel
great pacing.
Yeah,
he
just keep
does.
sucking him off.
Yeah, well, he's playing good, and so he deserves it. Just like we gassed you. Just like we gassed you. You know, Tony, when you went 2011. You know.
Yes, that was 20 and 7. Yes.
But if you get shit on, we're gonna call you out for it. You know.
As you should.
It is what it is. But you can see him here pushing out this right side. This was the round that Minnesota started single pushing. So I think they get the 8-point here. It gets a little mixy in the beginning, and then they were able to clutch it up at the end. Seattle, it was Pred who flanked them. He got a couple pieces, got him off of it. And then I feel like Minnesota here, they have to focus on doing things together when time is dwindling down. You can see number 8, he's already making a play towards the hill. He's going to go. And you got to keep in mind, you're draining lives when you're doing this shit. Like, they're all separated. They're not doing anything. And they just keep coming off a spawn, just going one by one. They don't trade anything. They don't trade a single kill.
Look at this setup. This is a classic with Lamar. The Lamar and Sam
I like
Phoenix
it,
setup.
though. I like it, though.
Look how deep they are, but like look at the thoughtfulness of the stack, right?
No, just
they have
a tight
people in
setup.
trade positions, tight setup of people in trade positions here. They're watching all angles. They're not giving away free picks. They have people that's sliding into pre-aims. Like, there's just no freebies. You're gonna have to gun these guys if you're gonna want to break this.
I mean, because they know. I mean, looking at the clock, right? Like Minnesota has very few attempts left to break this, right? So even one wipe here is pretty much turning the burners on. The clock's gonna start doing that thing where it tells you every millisecond. And it's like Minnesota's like, fuck, okay, we got to turn the burners on now. So, I mean, to be fair, I mean, they're on offense, so Minnesota just can't do much.
Where were their tacticals, bro? I didn't see one stun or nade thrown when they tried to break that setup. I just saw them just go.
But look at right here. Even look at right here. Even when you think they're grouped up, they still split up. They never do anything together. Like, look, you see number 7. He goes into the building by himself. He jumps down. He ain't able to find one, but just watch how it plays out. They never get any trades. They never actually get onto this site. Right here was the best chance where they actually waited for each other and tried to make a play, but they lost the fights. That was the only time, the whole round.
It's a really good call, Pat, because I think the big thing that I'm seeing, like right now, I'm gonna go back a sec. They're like, why it's so hard to break this hill. Obviously, people playing plat, but like, if you see where number 1 died, like that tank heady, it makes it really hard for you to slide out of the alley, right, and go straight down. It's like if you can figure out how to nade that person and get them out of that spot, like
yeah,
you can get in
there's
the
no trophies, bro. There's literally no trophies.
Yeah.
Just double nade somebody. It's a free fucking kill.
And then you get in the hill and you make it mixy. But right now, I'm watching people like we're watching a lot of setups break because the SMGs just fly out right through the alley. They're trying to get in the hill and make it mixy. They get gun by nade on the tank, and then other people are like, well, shit, we got to slide out plat now.
Yeah.
And that's not an easy gunfight to win. So
I feel like the best way to break it is just slow playing front and just checking your corners and using your numbers and working trades and just trying to get kills front, and then you just get on the point. You can either get on the point or get on the point. Somebody push through, spawn kill, do whatever you got to do. The only thing with that is you got to
open, Tom.
Yeah,
for nades. Like that side is open to be naded.
Oh yeah, you know, pro players. It takes them 10 minutes to go to a private match and start doing some lineups too. You know what I'm saying? Start doing some lineups.
Big fan of lineups, Tom. Big fan.
I know you love that's why I brought it up, because I know you love the lineups. But I think as time goes on, also speaking of grenades, we got the Semtex added in. We haven't talked about that. Semtex was added in. It's not being used this weekend. Why not, Tony? Just too soon? You guys don't get enough practice with it?
Yeah. We plan on testing it as well, and we obviously plan on testing Casablanca as well.
I like that map. I like it.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of corners, but
yeah,
we'll give it a go. We'll test Semtexes, but the update came out yesterday?
Yeah.
So it didn't make sense to test it, just not enough time. So we'll give them a go.
Yeah, I hot take here. I think frags are godlike in this game. You can bank them off of walls. You can cook them. Like I saw Capsule cook a nade here once, and he just blew it up over the guy's head and just like blew him up. Like you can't do that with a Semtex.
Yeah, no, frags are good, but the game would be
faster with a Semtex.
The game would be faster with a Semtex, and the game would be better and a little more methodical if you only had 1 tack per player. Right now, there's a lot of nades, stun spam, and there's a lot of drama around trophies. I will say, and a lot of pros share this sentiment, we truly believe that a trophy would make this game worse. Like, if you think about the map design and the hardpoint setups, like, I think a lot of these hills are only breakable because you can utilize tacks. So, on behalf of a lot of the pros, we would prefer to not use trophy system, just so we're on the same
Interesting.
page.
I mean, that's I disagree with that, to be honest. I think trophies would help. I mean, look at fucking, I don't know, P5 fucking Tuscan. It's a fucking tax fest. There's tax everywhere. Now, if you dim it down to no trophies and give 1 tack per person, I kind of like that. 2 guys with 1 stun and 2 guys with 1 grenade. That might be too bad. That way you can also, when you do shit like that, you can count tax. When was the last game where you counted tax? Pat, I know you know what I'm talking about. I used to count tax all the time. What game?
World War II, probably.
World War II, right? You used to count tax in World War II.
For some reason, hold on, they're spamming Lenny. Once again, I will say a lot of pros share the same sentiment, and I don't understand why like people are so passionate about something like that. Why would we make like?
But listen. You also
Like opinionated. Tony, don't worry about the Linnies. It's just opinionated at the end of the day.
No. I know. Hold on.
think.
I don't take it personally. I'm just confused because like. Okay, in the very beginning, all of us would have said, okay, this game needs trophies, right? The nade spam is crazy.
Wait, hold on. What trophy, though? That's where you kind of got to base this on. If you're basing this on, like, the Cold War Modern Warfare trophy, where you put a trophy down and it doesn't fucking expire.
Yeah, no, it has to expire after 2 tacks.
Yeah, that's the trophies that the only trophies that should be considered is that type.
And I don't think you should have it every life, right? It should like replace like the Dead Silence field upgrade. In a game like this, I would prefer it to be a field upgraded than an actual tack where you can just constantly die, respawn, throw your trophy, and so forth. But listen, if there was a trophy, we'd test it. But just from like our perspective right now, like think about a hill like this, right? P3 Gavitu. If a team is set up in that tank, first off, it takes 10 bullets with FMJ to kill that guy. If he has a trophy in there with him, how do you expect to kill that guy?
Well, we already talked about that map and that tank just needing to be gone and be a rock, but...
Well, on that note, we can get back in the conversation, but this is the hill that swung this map. I don't know how Minnesota got this break off, but they were up and they got into a decent lead and they kind of held it from there, but go back.
They break through front?
Yeah,
P-Dog opens it up.
Preston books it, watch the shit.
P-Dog.
He's like, I'm outta here.
Wait, you notice how he did that, though, right? You notice how he did that? Go back to how he did that. Because, listen, these are little things, but pause it, Ben. These are little things that like, a casual player might not realize. But notice how P-Dog doesn't... Notice how he runs to the tank. He doesn't just look at the tank and run towards it. He'll run in a straight line towards the beach first because he knows he has the rock as cover because he knows this angle. He knows Mac has this angle here. And then he can hit that quick slide across and camera him on the hill. It's little things like that people really don't pick on. I know there's a lot of casuals in here, but... Using things around you to get to certain places on the map as a sub player, you always have to use things to your advantage, whether it's a little rock in a map or a fucking can or some fucking anything. You can slip and slide and get covered behind a bunch of little things. So just a big heads up play out of Preston because it's a really big break, and if Preston doesn't hit the hill like that, he probably dies if he doesn't hit the hill like that. Mac is just gonna shoot him in the back. So good play.
There's a couple big gunfights.
Good awareness out of P-Dog. Really good awareness.
This is a surprise map win for Minnesota. I did not. I thought this was gonna be a 3-1 after that control, but
I mean, I saw the map and I kind of thought they could win this map, right? Like Gavitu kind of fits more their style than it does Surge, in my opinion. But yeah, I mean, it was a good map win regardless.
Yeah, no, it was a good map win. Fucking Gavitu Hardpoint. I actually don't mind Gavitu Hardpoint as much as Gavitu Control. Gavitu
Hardpoint is actually a pretty solid map.
Yeah, I like it. It is. It's not that bad. It's not as. It's just not as bad as Gavitu Control, in my opinion.
It's a little more digestible for a casual viewer. It's a little easier to keep track of play. Like on a map like Bokaj or Bokage, I don't know how the fuck you say it. Number one, so hard to actually constantly keep track of players because you constantly spawn in the mix. Whereas this map, it plays a little closer to like a traditional more style map where you can kind of manipulate the map to your advantage a little bit. Obviously, squad spawns are a thing, but like you at least know what's going on. It's just slower by default because of how much bigger the map is. That's what I mean. Personally, I think this map and Berlin are the two best hardpoint games, hardpoint maps in the game. Fundamentally, like
Berlin's the best one. If any, Berlin's the best one.
No, Berlin is the best.
Yeah, I think Berlin plays out the best, and even watching it's the easiest to watch in my opinion. It's the easiest on the eyes. The worst on the eyes is Bokage. That map is hard to watch. I'm gonna be honest with you, but anybody who knows COD, like, it's exciting to watch. For sure, just because it's so fast paced and there's a lot of mixy fucking gunfights every 2 seconds. But
yeah, if you know COD, right? If you
know COD, right.
esports, but like my dad probably has no fucking clue what's going on when Capitals bottom house on Bokaga. There's no way.
Oh yeah.
Why aren't you explaining it to him?
Speaking of dads, I was on Instagram the other day, or somebody showed me like a screenshot or something. But the COD League Instagram posted like New York, how they were like 0-2 or whatever during the weekend or something. And my dad commented on it. What the fuck is going on over there with New York? What the fuck?
I saw it.
He commented on Instagram. I said, Dad, what the fuck are you doing? Delete that shit. Nah, I didn't say that. He kept it up there. But if you guys want to go look at it, go look at it. But my dad's a moron on that shit.
And I want to get us on topic and talk a little about this map. Was crazy. There were a couple of rounds I wanted to talk about. First was this 1v2 from Pred. It's kind of a textbook 1v2, but again speaks towards sort of how you would classically clutch these situations. Was kind of a normal sort of mix in the beginning. People kind of rush planning to A. There's some kills went down. There's some trades. Thought Seattle kind of had a decent setup. Right, they had someone top. Number 2 kind of gets in a tough gunfight with Dylan. He kills Lamar. So, okay, now you're kind of ideal post plant's not in a good position. And then from there, somehow number 4 Pred's going to clutch his round.
I mean, he did a good. Honestly, he had the advantage in this clutch. It was a really, really good clutch out of him. He was able to find one. This was a big gunfight right here. So he smokes major. Really good play out of him. I like that he picks up the auto. Sorry, I'm echoing. Is that Tony? He definitely put his mic.
Of course, it's Tony.
It's fucking Tony. But he does a good job with his tack usage. He knows the bomb is down, right? So he does a good job with his tack usage. And once he connects with the grenade, it's just a full chow out of there. I mean, the one thing about Pred is you can't deny the kid's confidence, man. He's not afraid to shimmy. He's not afraid to throw tags. Sometimes you'll see players, they'll bitch out and just sit in corners and hold an L trigger, and they're scared. They don't know what to do. They're like thinking. They're in their own head. Pred, he's very reactional. He plays his situations really well. So good play to Pred, because if they lose that round, Ben, it's 3-5. It's 3-5 Minnesota.
I want to talk about this round. Again, this is one of the reasons why Minnesota is a good S&D team, is like their mid-round reads, right? So Sib gets a pick right off the break on Dylan. Minnesota's able to get the bomb down. What Minnesota does in this situation to get a blood is they decide as a team, screw it. Let's push out the guy with the sniper. Guarantees our team a kill. And we've still got this lane taken out. Let's just kind of play our numbers. And from there, they're actually able to win this round.
Yeah. No, they did a good job here, and I think it started from the momentum from the clutch of Pred. I like how they get aggressive. You can see Dante, he's trying to get a pick, but just staying alive for just a second and just buying time here, he gets overwhelmed, obviously.
And Mike does a good job, by the way. He's in like a 1v2 situation with a bunch of players back here. Like go back and watch his finesse, right? So he's
annoying.
So he's watching the pinch. He then engages with these 2 guys back alley. He stays alive. He goes through ahead. He gets a kill. Then gets in another gunfight and stays alive. Like, yeah they push out Sib, but on the other end of this lane, he's also finessing hard too.
You know what I like that though, because Seattle's doing. I feel like what Seattle's doing right now is a good break. They have Dante slow playing their side. They're trying to pinch every side and try and overwhelm Minnesota. Because if they win a fight, then Minnesota's fucked, right? But I think they do a good job of pushing out a side. They recognize the situation, they get the information, and they push, right? Instead of just turtling on the point. They double team Dante, they push him out, they get the kills, and then of course it's just the individual talent. Mike was making plays. So just a good situational play out of Minnesota.
Yeah.
Good play.
Ben, I think you kind of hit the nail on the head. I think Mike won them that round. Clear cut. Like the play he made was
the whole team won themselves around. They made good plays as a team.
But I'm saying Mike's situational player right there basically closed that out for sure. Like it secured the win. So shout out to him.
Round 10, when Seattle's gonna go with the hard counter B. They had a good post plan and they win the round. Let me drag Zim back in because he's mad that I dragged him out.
Sorry.
You were just echoing, Tony. We had to drag you out.
They win the round, and then the round 11. So let's break this down, guys. I'll defer to you.
I mean, there's nothing to break down until it gets to the 1v2 situation.
Just go to the 1v2.
I think Minnesota was fucking trolling right here. It was Mike and P-Dog, right? It was Mike and P-Dog. They got to be holding hands. They split up. They let Lamar get the bomb down and just single one out. Once Lamar singles one out, he's playing for info at that point and running.
Don't they have bomb down here?
Hold on. Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
Ben, that's for just go to the 1v2.
But to be fair, Lamar made a good play here.
Markel's about to go down.
Listen, man.
Lamar makes a good play here, though. Lamar makes a good play.
Here's the thing about every single clutch in Call of Duty history.
Bro, just run around and hold hands.
At least 99% of clutches, you have to give it to the player. Very, very rarely does a player just simply destroy you to the point where it's like, holy fuck, that was the craziest, most talented clutch ever. usually the team getting clutched on makes a mistake in order for it to happen, right? Otherwise, it wouldn't happen.
100%.
Right? You have numbers, right? You should necessarily never ever lose a numbers advantage. So at some level, you have to make a mistake, and the mistake is greater when there's more people, right? A 2v1 is a lot less.
I love this play. I love this.
A lot more likely than like a 1v3 or 1v4.
Yeah.
There's got to be someone trolling if someone's clutching, really, for the most part.
Yeah, I really like that play out of Lamar. You see how Lamar grabbed the bomb really quick and dipped the fuck out, went straight to B? He juked the fuck out of him because people know, right? When you pick up the bomb, it still makes a noise. They never nerfed that, which I'm surprised they didn't nerf that, Tony. Why haven't they fixed that? Isn't that fugace? Isn't that fucking fugace? Yeah, I feel like that's dumb as fuck. Why? You know when he picks up the bomb. Like, that's stupid. They shouldn't even be like that. And they still got juked out of their socks. Look at this shit.
Listen, they were holding hands until this moment, right?
Yeah, right here. I don't know.
Bro, if I'm spectating this, I'm legit bitching mid-round. Like, get the fuck, what are y'all doing? Like, run together. I don't understand
if there's two guys here, if there's two guys here, they get this trade, or somebody did, like, they'll probably check this with two guys. One of them's gonna check it.
Trade every 10 out of 10 times they get this trade.
I even like Lamar's mindset right here, though, how he lets one run and he was looking for the other one because he thought they were gonna be together. Lamar thought they were gonna be together. You could tell by the way he was playing.
Yeah, I mean,
he let Preston run by. He was looking for Mike.
Yeah, that was a good play.
This got a little sketchy here.
I was gonna say, how far did Mike get this down?
No. So right here, I think Lamar makes a good play here. So he gets him off the bomb, and then instead of backing up, he runs forward, which I don't think Mike expected this.
That's a really good play.
Yeah, he juked the fuck out of him. And
I think he soundboarded him here. I'm pretty sure he had black here.
Sure
I don't think he had ninja. Otherwise, Mike would have never looked this way.
Nah. It would have been sick if Lamar got the kill too. That would have been dirty. But good play by Lamar. Honestly, it's what he does, man. It's the fundamentals, man. Get the bomb, get it down, play a corner. Look at they're fucking hugging and shit. Is that Pred hugging him and shit? Yeah. See these guys? These guys are dumb, dude.
Dante's cheesing, bro. Dante's like, what's going on here?
What is Pred doing? What is he fucking doing, bro? He's squeezing him. That's a good hug right there. I didn't even see that.
That's a strong guy.
That is a really strong hug. That is a really strong hug.
The camera, there we go.
That's fucking comedy. Somebody sent a chat. We got a Lamar interview. Lamar's always good at his interviews, man. You guys want to watch it back? Do you want to watch it back, or we want to just go to the next?
It was actually not an interview.
I've had enough of this series, bro.
Yeah, let's go to the next one. Let's go to the next one, man.
You guys can watch it. It's on YouTube. Lamar crashes the interview, guesses his teammates. Usual Lamar stuff.
Now finally, Royalty with his debut in the Call of Duty League.
Yeah, Royalty.
Wait, hold on, bro. Hold on. Before we get into the match, bro.
You're going to talk about this.
Let's just talk about this roster change, bro. There has never been a more lateral move in Call of Duty history, bro. I don't care what you think about Neptune. I don't care what you think about Royalty. This solves nothing at all to me. It solves nothing. It is a lateral 1-for-1. Nothing changes.
Wait, isn't there another series though?
Yeah, we're getting there, bro. I want to let Pat finish his thought.
This is
shit.
Yeah, but we're going into LAG Toronto.
We'll get there. We'll
get
there,
bro.
But
okay, go ahead, Pat.
This is a pure panic.
Let Pat finish his, let Pat finish his thoughts.
We are ass. We didn't think we would be ass. We don't know why the fuck we're ass. We're not looking good. We're all sucking. Let's just do something. That's what this screams to me. Let's just fucking do something. So Neptune just draws the short end of the stick. They make the change. They're equally as ass as they were before. I don't see anything changing. They could switch back and forth. They could swap Royalty for every single player on the team. Does nothing. Dumbass change. Pointless change. I don't know what they're thinking. Crim and Clay know better. But this is just a desperation. We suck. Let's just say we did something change. So anyway, that's my thoughts on the New York Subliners roster change.
We haven't even got there yet.
Going there, but their series is after this one. We got LAG against Toronto now.
We're gonna go in order, guys. We're gonna do the LAG Toronto series, and then we'll talk about that. Pat, I agree with everything you just said. We'll get there, but let's hop into this series first.
Yeah,
let's talk about this a little bit.
Real quick. Like, this is tough for LAG, man. Like, Toronto's a good Berlin team, but like. I like the subs on LAG, but like Toronto's a nasty Bocage team too. Like this is.
But it's a pick your poison, right? Like with a well-rounded S-tier team like Toronto, you either play them on Berlin, which they have absolutely smoked both their opponents on, or more than that. But the most recent two, they were fucking blowouts. So you kind of got to roll the dice, right? And looking at your roster, right, you have players like Kyler and Asim who are gonna get kills. You have Pierce, who's a great flex, and Austin, who's a good main AR. So I actually don't mind the Bocage or whatever the fuck it's called
I mean, this map was back and forth, Ben. The whole map was back and forth from start to finish.
Actually, Toronto makes an interesting decision when playing this map. So it's on this hill. So like they're winning at this point, right? It's 206 and such. We get to this last 30 seconds. They're gonna kind of split. They're gonna actually get the hill white. They're going to be able to get initial time on this. Asim's kind of in like a 4vx situation with his teammates across the fucking planet, and he can't really do much. He's sitting in the back. But at this point, it's like 219, 220, 218. It's like, at some point, shouldn't you get out of the hill in the situation and play for time?
I think they should have got out, personally. I like that they got a few more seconds in there, but once they get another wave of kills, they should get out, in my opinion.
Once they kill Asim and they know they have, like right here.
Right here, they should get out. There's 7 seconds left. You win in 7 seconds. You just got a clean wipe. They're spawning deep. Like, worst comes to worst, if they somehow win all the fights here and get into the hard point, there's going to be, what, 1-2 seconds left on the clock? And at that point, you just get in and contest, and you win the game.
Well, so
it was a big risk. It was a big risk.
And saying that they didn't even know if there were 7 seconds left in the game. So there we go.
Listen, before I say anything about this series, I'm just going to preface this with this. Toronto Ultra will be your 2022 Call of Duty World Champions.
Oh, okay.
So I'm gonna put that out there.
Wow,
right now.
That's a good. That's a strong prediction. Listen, it doesn't even shock me that you're saying that, because I can definitely that wouldn't surprise me. That wouldn't surprise me. It's not a bad pick.
Second at the most recent champs. You'd act like you just said fucking. I'm not gonna disrespect anybody. You'd act fuck me.
Listen,
you'd act like you just said last year's LAG is about to be the fucking grand finalist.
That's a good one, Tony. See, roast a team that's not even the thing anymore. That's a good one.
That's messed up.
That's what are you gonna know? But this was really back and forth.
Just not together.
And this is where it got scary, Ben. I know Ben's in the chat. Benjamin Benz, I'm talking about. I know he's in the chat, but listen, if LAG wins some fights here, Ben, and you guys don't secure that next hard point, you could lose this shit. You could lose.
No, but I kind of like them staying in it, because it does the same thing, right? If it's contested, the time's going down.
Doesn't, because now you're just giving LAG a chance to win when they could have just closed it out.
If it's contested, the time goes down. Correct? Am I
yes.
Yeah, the time goes down, right?
Yeah, so they were. I mean, like, they had to hit from the front, and they were in the back playing their lives. It's not like they were over challenging from the back. They were challenging from the front. They still had people in the back who were gonna contest no matter what. Yeah. So I don't see a way they.
I just feel like, Pat, if there's a way you can end the game in 7 seconds, end the game. Because if you don't end the game, and you want to do what you're saying to do and stay in the hill and let them contest this and that, they have an opportunity now to actually win a game.
It's the same thing. If they get out, right, they're going to have to get back in and contest as soon as LAG gets in. Because LAG is going to get in time. We know that, right? So you might as well just play the contest anyway.
Yeah, but then if they lose the fights, right? They lose the fights in hill, they're chalk.
They would have to get fully wiped, and they were kind of spread out in that hill. They had people in the front, under the stairs, someone up top, someone in the back in a corner. Yeah. They were set up pretty good to kind of win that.
I think like there are some hills, like probably P1, where you could definitely get a hill and you're valid, but like I kind of see the wisdom, especially on P3, that like maybe not, because then we can get spawn fucked or whatever. It's definitely an interesting question, and that's not the only time we're ever going to see this map go to time, and I'm very curious to see how teams play that situation going forward.
Yeah,
I don't know because none of us have like machine learning to know like the exact win percentage, the analytical decision you need to make there, but I think we'll see teams try to figure out what the optimal choice is as the season goes on.
Yeah, no, good play, good overall play. It's tied up at 2. What did they do this round? This was another mid hit, another mid A hit here. Look at the nades coming in, too, from Toronto. The coordinated grenades. You saw that?
I'll be right back, all right? You sick fucks, I'll be back.
Do what you gotta do, Tony. Go do what you gotta do.
I'm looking at the stats, and I see Kyler 10-2, and we're only 2-2, bro. Like, what is going on? How is that possible?
Ben, they want to see round 1. Ben, they want to see round 1. Go back.
All right, bet. We'll go back to round 1.
Yeah, you can go back. It's okay. We'll rewind it for you guys. We'll take care of business. Let's take a look at the round 1 real quick and see what the hell's going on over here. This is another Rust plant coming out of Asim, which I noticed they're giving Asim bombs still. Asim's always been the bomb carrier. I like when Asim has bomb. He's not scared to get it down, which is a good thing. You never want to be scared to get that bomb down. Came in, Kleenex getting some kills, textbook, working the pinches. This is when Hook and Asim. Well, Hook made a play here. This is where things got a little weird. I feel like they should have got the fuck out of here. No, like if I feel like they kind of turtled on bomb a little bit here. I don't know what you guys think. What do you think?
Kobe's got to work on his stunts.
Asim could have won that
Oh
gunfight.
my goodness.
Oh,
Yeah, well,
Bench,
bench shit on him. I mean, Benjamin Banks. Come on, hey, Banks. That's what I'm talking about.
Odd round. I will
That's
say
what I'm
Toronto
talking about,
probably
baby.
shouldn't have gone it with 2v2.
I mean, bro, Asim should win that 9 out of 10
He should win that.
times.
He should win that. That was a good play out of Banks. Good play. I mean, that's just strictly talent right there, Ben. That's strictly talent. That's what I'm talking about. Good play. That's what I want to see round one because Banks is in here. Yeah, we should have showed it.
Okay,
Good play. Good play out of Banks. But
We gave him his flowers. 4 HP.
we gave him
Let's
his flowers.
Get back to the middle of the game. Where were we at, man? 2-3, I
we were at
think?
2-2
I'm
or
gonna put
2-4.
some here because there's a couple of
2-4.
things in between. I mean, look, one thing I will say is once again, I think we're like what I've seen from Toronto so far in S&D in this game. All the things we praise our hard point game and control game is the same in S&D. They have really good team cohesion.
They're just well-rounded.
They're well on the same page. They don't overuse the sniper, which is good. Like they're just committed to executing their strats, and they look really good on both offense and defense. And again, like it's a reason why they're once again an elite team so far to start this game.
The 2022 world champions. Make sure you say that. That's why they're going to be the 2022 world champions.
I definitely think when I think teamwork, Toronto's the first team I think of, in my opinion.
That's facts.
I feel like their chemistry is some of the best in the world, man. If you actually really watch, it's insane.
And their comms, man. Their comms are equally as good.
Mm-hmm. And they got good fucking comps.
That being said, this map does get close. I actually believe that LAG is going to win the next 2 rounds, if I remember correctly. Let's get to 4-5 and Toronto clutches around 10.
Slash just struggled. He had a rough one. We've seen a lot of donuts this year, man. I mean, Slash ended up getting a kill, but a lot of people really struggle in S&D so far, right? I feel like a lot of people with breadsticks or donuts are just like, what do you just get caught in a cycle in this game in S&D? You just can't get anything going?
People are always making the agency every year, though.
Nah, I feel like it's more than usual. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I feel somebody needs to get the stat line. I would love to get the stat line. I feel like people are dropping donuts like it's nothing right now. I don't know. I could be wrong, but I just feel like every day we're seeing it.
Does he go 0-7?
Nah, he gets a kill.
He gets one here?
Oh, no. Oh, wait. No, I think he goes 0-7 first, yeah, before he gets a kill.
He finished 1-7, so at some point, he did get the kill.
Yeah, but it's different, though. If you join the agency or you got to kill first, that matters.
So I like this play. I like that that LAG was working this B site more because you don't see teams doing this on this fucking map. Everybody, do they double back here? I know they don't double back. They go for the bomb plant here, but I see teams now starting to go towards that B site, make some noise, maybe get a kill, and then rotate it back real quick. You'll see teams doing that now, like almost trying to break ankles, you know? Because I feel like now on defense, people are really starting to pick up on the fact that the A bomb site is so fucking OP.
Hit your nades over A and go B. Like,
yeah, like people are coordinating nades now, and they're hitting out mid, and there's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be a lot of mind games this year on how people are gonna play this map.
People in the chat had a good point. It's probably the TTK, right? Like you get super punished if you take a little little jiggy and you get
jiggy with it. you get a little jiggy with it, but that makes sense. The fast time to kill. I could definitely see that being an issue.
Win this round of offense. Let's see what they do.
They get the bomb down. I mean, they get the bomb down, and this is one thing. The LAG didn't pick up the pinch here. Look, I mean, look, they're not even looking at it. I called it.
Who is that?
Smokes 2 people.
I mean, I don't know if anybody was watching the watch party, but
this is my guy. This is my guy right here.
Just a tissue. Yeah. I said 15 seconds before he pinched. I said in the watch party, I said, "Well, clean it. They're not picking up pinch. Clean it can pinch here and get 3." And he did that. He pinched and he got 2 and he made a play.
Which is crazy for a slasher gunless team, bro. You would think they would always have the pinch, you know?
Yeah, they didn't have the pinch. They didn't have it. Maybe they just didn't expect him to be there. I don't know.
Honestly, all 3 of these maps. I know. At the end of the day, LG got 3 in this series, but all 3 of these maps are really close. Like another world LG could have won. I don't know if they would have won first map, but definitely. They had a chance to come back in this map, and then
I mean, it was close, Ben, but they just don't have the clutch factor. You know, like I just don't see them having the clutch factor. I just don't think they have the cohesion.
Like when we've seen this team be good, I feel like it's because someone individually is frying.
I mean, look right there.
Yeah,
Kyler had 15 for the L.
They just don't have the cohesion to be like everybody going pretty even, but they're winning by 100, like we've seen with Toronto and FaZe and Seattle so far in this game. So I think that's a big concern for LAG. That's something they got to work on. How do we play a little more efficiently, maximize our kills, so we don't need someone to go on like a 10 streak in order to win a map?
Yeah. Somebody said, do you prefer slow time to kill or fast time to kill? I mean, a good in between.
Yeah.
What's a game that had a good
not Vanguard.
Yeah, I feel like World War II was a good in between. Right?
Yeah, BO2 was
Black Ops 2 was the best.
The best.
Which is crazy. The oldest game was the best.
Hold on.
Cold War was good too. Yeah, Cold War too.
like the time to kill on those CODs used to be faster, right? But they're old gen, so the net code was a lot different. So it felt like that time to kill felt different because the hit registration was a little bit different. So
yeah. Oh, look,
So,
a game developer Pat dropping some fucking knowledge on
keep in
y'all,
mind.
because I didn't even know that. Like I didn't even think about that. Game developer Pat dropping some fucking knowledge on us.
I think Toronto went up 2-0 in this match.
Cold War is a good
BO3
shout
was
too.
actually good.
And everybody in the chat saying Cold War is a good shout. I agree. Cold War time to kill was good. Very
BO3,
underrated.
I think I like BO3s. BO3s was
BO3
pretty
was good too. Black Ops 4 was too much in my opinion, and you had
Yeah.
stim shot. I was like, sheesh.
I'm skipping through. I think LAG ended up actually winning this round. Obviously down 0-2. I was saying, Tom, like, what if we do the ultra mega reverse sweep? You know, that'd be insane.
Yeah. This is when you were talking to me. I mean, listen, they got a little
They won
crazy
on
here.
kills.
So let's watch this back because they got a little crazy.
Oh, yeah, this shit was insane.
It was nuts. I didn't expect this. I didn't expect this to happen at a Cammy and Bance. But listen, they got it all the way down to a 1v1 situation. So as you can see, LAG right now had the life advantage. It's 8-4. They eventually get this down to where Toronto is stuck where it's only 2 guys. You can see Slasher picking up kills. 7v3. So Cammy, he decides to call in his streak here and go for the clutch. There's only like 15, 20 seconds left. 6v2 now with 17 seconds left. Bant and Kleenex going for the 2v6 clutch. They end up pushing one out. They get a kill. Cammy decides to streak. That forces some players from LAG to kind of push and try and get aggressive and kill Bance. But Bance pieces him up. Once that happens, Cammy gets a big 2-piece here. He's left in a 1v3. He just Cammy doing what Cammy fucking does. And he ends up dying in a 1v1 climbing up the ladder. But
What
if he
was
gets up
Bance
that...
doing though? Bance, what was that? Just sprint out mid alley?
Nah, he made the play though. He called the streak. He got 2.
No. It was after that. He got the streak kill and then Bance just ran down mid alley.
Let's see what happened here. Let's watch it
Yeah,
back.
watch this.
Let's see.
It's after this.
Oh man, Ben, what did you do here, Bance? What did you do? Let's take a look. I mean, the fact that they even got it this close though was insane.
Miracle,
This was fucking insane. If they would have did this, that would have been nuts. So Hook pushes him out. Well, Ben gets this trade.
Yeah. Watch.
And then what happens?
And then Cammy calls the streak in.
Right.
And Cammy gets one with the streak, and then Ben's on this heady, and then watch. You'll see.
It's 1. He get 2.
No, he gets 2, and then Cammy gets, and then Bance just runs down mid alley.
He probably
They're
thought
not on
that.
the
I think because he
Ben
got kills, that Ben just probably thought they weren't close. He probably thought he can get up the map.
Ben said, "Listen, man, you got more info than me. I thought he was Platts. He's trying to get a good angle on the guy."
Yeah, I just think.
Yeah, but he was on the truck heady. Like they're not in the hill to time.
Yeah, but you slide back alley, they're sitting on the plat, and they're out triggering. Like you're just gonna get smoked,
Realistically,
like, you know.
he has time there once he gets the kills to wrap right, go through top church, and meet up with Cammy. You know, and just do so, and just wait till they get on the point.
Possible.
I mean, they have time. They have 2.
Yeah,
They only have 1 tick.
They don't gotta worry about a
What
stack,
up, Tony?
right?
They don't have to worry about a
back.
stack. They don't have to worry about the tick being close. I mean, there was literally nothing there. He had time after they got the kills to wrap around and change up the angle and take a long
What I
route.
will say though is that to close out this map, though, Toronto had a very nice defensive round this round 5. Absolutely smoked LG off the map.
Yeah, they did. It was a really good play.
Obviously, they had
Which Ben, that's kind of what I was talking about earlier.
I don't know why
right?
you're mocking
Like,
it because it's been in fact.
I'm not mocking.
Wait, Ben.
Are
That's
you
kind
doing
of
the
what I was talking about
mocking
earlier.
Oh,
You're doing the
shush your-
mocking bed voice.
It was a
Come on,
joke,
Zen.
man.
You come
It was
in,
a
you're just
joke,
swinging
man.
after. You were like, I don't know, what, eating froyo or something.
It was.
instead.
I was not eating froyo. I can't even tell you what I was doing, honestly.
Eating froyo. Ben, this guy has froyo every night,
Wait,
doesn't he,
hold
Ben?
on. I have not had
This
froyo
fucking
since Toronto.
guy.
I have not had froyo since Toronto. And I miss
Bullshit.
that
Yeah,
fucking city. I swear to
Ben,
God.
we're talking about Toronto right now, and you're ruining it. But Ben, like I was saying,
Yeah, what the fuck,
Okay.
Zen?
LAG,
I'll knock that fucking head off your head.
LAG just has no fucking clutch factor, man. And when it comes
I
down
know.
to the wire, that's back to back to back maps, and it's like, I don't know, man. I don't know what's changed, but there needs to
I
be some
agree.
killer
I
instinct in
agree
that
with you.
LAG squad.
Right now, my system with this LAG team is I see the potential individually, like slaying. I like the package that they have. I think what they need to work on the next 2 weeks is working on team cohesion. Obviously, it's going to be hard to match up with a team like Toronto. It's been a team for a minute. But if they can get in a good spot for Major 1, I expect them to be probably one of those like around 6 to 8 seed teams. Bro, everybody's starting the same round of winners. So if you come in hot...
Is it a testament to LAG's lack of clutch factor, or more so Ultra's like?
I think it's a bit of
like
both,
how,
for sure.
Like how? 'Cause,
Yeah.
I mean, I would say Ultra's probably one of, if not the most clutch teams in the league, right? So it's like
that's why
it's
I
tough.
said they're going to be 2022 world champions. I don't know if you're here for that.
I heard it.
Okay.
So This was the round where Toronto just kind of blew them out of the water here. I mean, they ran out of the lives pretty quick. And then towards the end, I know LAG just ran out of time, and they were just kind of running into Toronto. Toronto does just a good job staying disciplined, too. It's another thing. It's a lot easier said than done. You see a lot of teams just go fucking rogue. Toronto never makes mistakes.
This is not actually how this one round went down. You and I forgot.
No, it got close. I mean, no, it didn't get that close.
Look at the lives. This is actually a very tragic round.
Wait, what? No, it wasn't that tragic. Toronto was pretty comfortable here.
Lives.
Oh yeah. But there's a minute left to go. I mean, LAG doesn't have time, and Toronto, all they have to do is wait. I mean, they don't have to make a play. LAG is the one that makes the play.
I don't know if it's that comfortable, guys. We skipped through the list and we just got too much to cover. But
yeah, we don't need to.
It just came down to a deep spawn issue. Like, you know, this is the problem offense on this. If you don't get the close spawn, you're already running across scenario to get to this map. And at this point, like 15 seconds left, is chalked.
Yeah, no, it was chalked here. And if you guys want to listen to listening, you can go back and listen to it. I know the guy in the chat wants to listen to it because they're very calm.
It's not like you can't.
It's very calm, and that's just typical Toronto. I mean, we
got 4 series you got to cover. It is what it is, guys. Sorry.
I mean, we've listened to a lot of listenings in Toronto. They're very calm. If you want to go back and hear how they calm, it is a good listen. It really is. If you want to go back and check it out, go take a look at it.
Tommy, I sent you a link on TeamSpeak. If you can switch the scene so you can pull that up really quick before we get into this next series, because this is something we gotta discuss.
Oh man, what is this? What the hell is this? All of LAT, go pause it here. I'll pull it up. We're gonna exit the flank screen for a second and check it out. But let's take a look. What is this? The all-time stats? All of LAT go positive throughout the whole series to secure the win against the new NYSL roster. Let's take a look at the stats here.
Oh.
Yeah, so this is the total series or total stats series. There's total series stats. Sorry.
All right, so a couple of things here, Luck.
Well, hold on. First, hold on.
We can't be roasting Royalty.
Hold on. Let's give the kind of. I don't think we should roast Royalty or New York. They had 1 day of practice, or like what, maybe 2 days.
I'm roasting New York. I don't give a fuck about Royalty, bro. I'm roasting New York.
Okay, go ahead, Pat.
You got shit on in this series by a team, by the way, who is in all 4 in LA. All four of those guys are in LA, and 3 of the New York guys are in Texas. And
wait,
yeah,
was the server Texas? There's no way to server
but
Texas.
it's probably it's a half.
Probably Denver server.
Either way, bro.
Like
Listen, either way, I don't care. The Texas guys are benefiting more than the LA guys.
But they got Neptune on like 80 ping.
Nah, but Royalty's on like 80, 90 ping though, Pat.
I don't even care about if Royalty went neg 3,000 in this series, it wouldn't have changed my opinion.
I think
got shit on,
to Pat's note, look, let's not sugarcoat it. Like this team has had a tough time.
Hold on, Thieves is also gross right now, by the way. Like
Thieves is gross, but I believe
Thieves is the top 4 team.
But guys, let me finish my point.
13, 10, 13, 23.
So Pat, what do you think it is, Pat? You think they gotta wipe the whole fucking team right now? What's going on?
I don't know. Load up and shoot some fucking bots.
Okay. For a second, first off, yes, New York, I believe, is in bottom in Team KD right now, which is obviously very surprising for a team of their caliber. But I kind of had a problem with this series. Can we pull up the vetoes?
Yeah.
Like, I wanna talk about this, Pat, because I know you and I.
Hold on, I have a bold claim from TJ Haley in my chat, dude.
Yeah, what's he
just? He says LA is favored now with these servers.
With the Denver, with like the West Coast server that's between Texas and Thieves?
Hold on.
But we saw what happened when Thieves played FaZe, though. When Thieves played FaZe, they're not favored, bro. When they played any East Coast team, they're not favored. It probably wasn't
a Denver server.
Right, they're never going to get a Denver server.
They're definitely going to be playing Texas and Atlanta.
They're going to be playing Texas and
West server.
Yeah, maybe, but I'm saying you can't say that they're favored overall when they got to play against Florida, they got to play against Boston, they got to play against Toronto, they got to play against FaZe. There's a fuck ton of teams where they're an LA-based team playing against East Coast teams on a central server where the East Coast teams are going to be jumping for joy.
Yeah.
But anyway, listen, I don't care what server you're on, bro. You're getting outslayed by like 60 kills. Like that's a pub match, bro.
I mean, what do you think about the Berlin bands and the Tuscan band from New York here? Because I don't know. I feel like if I'm New York,
I definitely don't understand the Tuscan
I feel like
band.
I'm New York. I kind of want to low-key play Berlin. No, like wouldn't you want to play a map where you've got 2 guys that are like go ARs on your team? Like you want to play Bocage, a map that like your team has had little practice on against a Thieves team that's really on this map. I don't know. It seems a little risky to me.
I mean, I don't necessarily mind the Bocage pick against Thieves. I get what you're saying, against Bocage in general, but against Thieves, they're thinking Thieves has not done so well on that map, and they're more an AR-based team. But look, I don't know. I mean, this roster just kind of screams that they just don't know what they're good at, and they don't know what they like, and they're just kind of at square one. I don't know. I feel like right now I have no faith in this New York team. I had them pretty high after the Kickoff Classic. I'm not gonna lie. I thought they looked good, but I don't know if they were going super hard and other teams weren't, or if they just were ahead a little bit and now people caught up. I don't know what it was, but this team is just looking bad. I don't think any of these guys, none of them are playing up to their standards. I do think Hydra's the best one on this team, but I still, even then,
listen,
I mean,
they pre-popped the roster change. They pre-popped it.
It's one of the fastest
for sure.
Why did they do
seen.
it? I mean, listen, they look good at the kickoff. They had a rough weekend, sure, but I mean, you can't tell me that there's no promise there with Neptune. I even said it right after the first couple matches they had. Neptune's interactions were super low. It seemed a little off. You heard him talk about it a little bit on stream, how he felt like his confidence maybe wasn't there. You started talking about his confidence and stuff like that. Krim and Clay need to be good cop, bad cop with this guy. Just keep him around.
Hold on. I will say this.
Let me go first.
You can fuck yourself. I'm gonna go. I'm kidding. Go ahead, EP.
I have like. There are a lot of players, and Pat, I know you were on a superstar team that kind of had this mentality, and I think you guys are kind of outlier, and I'll touch on it here in a sec. There is something to be said about how do you motivate players and get through to players on development, because not every person is going to respond the same way to criticism in other ways.
Listen, bro, I don't give a fuck who you are, what your age group is. When you're making $200,000 a year, you fucking just listen to criticism. Like, you don't fucking get
but no, but that's not my argument. But listen, that's not my argument, right? I understand that. I get that, Pat. You listen to what the fuck's being told to you, and you do what you got to do. If he's not picking up on it yet, you gotta give him time. Sometimes
I agree with you.
You can't just fucking take him away from the system. You can't do that.
I disagree with this, dude. Not everybody responds in the same way to criticism. There's not a one-size-fits-all approach. Pat, that approach worked with your old COL team because you guys brought the best out of each other in a competitive environment.
Bro,
I don't know if for this team it works.
A lot of my teams have had it, bro. Some of my teams haven't. Like, if you're just
but not everybody's built that way. Is the point I'm trying to
make? But listen, take it easy. Okay, calm down.
At the end of the day, bro, you're playing a video game. You're getting paid hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Do what you gotta do.
Grow the fuck up.
But here's the thing. But here's the thing, though. Here's the thing.
I don't give a fuck how they're saying it. If they're yelling at the top of their lungs or talking to you like you're a little baby,
let me get this one now.
It doesn't matter.
Toss me a layup. Lay me up, Pat. Lay me up.
Go ahead, Tom.
Let him talk.
Here's the problem, right? Here's the fucking problem. Okay. They pre-popped the roster change. It can't all be negative. It can't all be negative. I understand if they want to rip him apart and if he's making mistakes wrong, but also make sure you're gassing him up when he's fucking. And that goes to Ben's point. That goes to Ben's point.
Hold on. But let's not act like they weren't doing that. There is no way if this
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I don't think they weren't. I don't think they were just roasting him all day. I think they were doing both.
Let me give you my full thoughts on it. Like, because Pat was saying it's like a lateral move. I do. Okay, first, let me preface it by saying none of us know what was actually going on, right? Like,
we're not in the room,
like none of us actually were there. None of us know how team comms were, how team dynamic was.
Process.
We'll see on No Pressure.
Go ahead.
No pressure there.
I'll be narrating.
We have legitimately zero clue as to what happened there. When it comes to play style and like I have experience with Royalty. He's a good player, but like two very similar players, right? Just like talented SMG in your face. Not super methodical, more just like slay heavy SMGs. So like when it comes to like talent and play style, the move is pretty lateral, which kind of confused me because I'm not sure why they released Nep, and like if it was a lack of fundamentals thing, I'm not sure if Royalties like this.
I disagree. I think when you watch Neptune play, you realize that guy's a generational talent. That guy, the way that guy moves and the way that guy plays. They need to give him more time. It's somebody in the chat said Krim wants perfection. Perfection takes time, my guy. You can't get it right away.
I also will defend Pat when it comes to this. There has to be some degree of thick skin in this line of work. I said it earlier. The stakes are too high. We're playing for too much money. We're making too much money. Like no one has time to fucking baby you if you're making the same mistake over and over.
You gotta be nurtured, bro.
It's just like
fuck back challengers.
No, hold on. Let me finish. You fucking prick.
Finish your point.
Listen up. Listen. it's just like sports, right? Like if you've ever played whatever, travel sports, recreational, high school, I don't give a fuck. If you've played any sport, the coach will walk you over or walk you through mistakes, right? You make a mistake a couple times, it's okay. Don't do this. If you keep making that fucking mistake, you're gonna get yelled at, and that's in every single competitive
It's been 2 weeks,
sport,
Tony. 2 weeks,
e-sport.
Tony.
I don't listen. I have no idea what. I have no idea why it actually happened. But all I'm saying is, I agree with Pat. There has to be some level of thick skin here because there are too many people who want the opportunity to play in the league for anybody to be babied or to be talked to in a soft-spoken like, "Hey, you've made this mistake 7 times. Let's no."
I mean, agreed. I agree with that. But that's not what Ben's trying to say, though. That's not what Ben's trying to say.
Repeat what I'm trying to say. I agree with you, right? And I'll keep playing the VOD. Sorry. People, when they make mistakes, you've got to communicate to them, hey, you're doing X wrong. Here's what you should be doing. You should be doing Y. What I'm saying is the method of that communication, the way to get through to someone is different for everyone. That is emotional intelligence, right? And there is a very old school approach that, like, it should be full adrenaline when you do that, but you get diminishing returns sometimes with that. That approach is not.
Hold on, there has to be levels to it.
I know that's what the point I'm trying to make is that it's different. The approach is different for everyone.
Yeah.
And what we've seen with a lot of successful teams in Call of Duty is that it's a mix of veteran leadership on a team and the coaching staff in a combo effort. If it's a good cop, bad cop thing, if it's a combined approach from everyone to get through to players. And I agree with Tom. It's a little bit of a quick roster change when I feel like they maybe could have worked more with him. If there was an issue with him executing the system or his plays on this map, this is very early as far as roster change go when they've been scrimming for 3 months and they played 3 series with each other to go ahead and make this move quick. That's just sort of my
Listen,
opinion.
what this says to me...
Hold on, real quick. Pat, I'm going to cut you off. I'll be quick. I will defend, or I wouldn't even use the word defend, right? I do agree Krim and Clay are more of the extreme players when it comes to like criticism and like the way that they'll sort of convey their point. Like they are very, very much very loud in your face and like they'll let you hear it. And I mean, we saw it in that behind the scenes New York video, right? Like Clay is legitimately looking at Paco and saying, why the fuck did you do that on land, right? So like by no means is it necessarily easy to be a younger player. And it's definitely a big switch, right? You go from like Awakening and Skies who are more soft-spoken, not leaders or 36-time champions to Krim and Clay. It can be an adjustment, but there does have to be some degree of thick skin.
The problem is...
Listen, I team with Krim. We're talking about someone who looked at me and said, are you an AR or a bitch? The guy's out of his fucking mind. So, like...
Yeah, hold on. Let me say this.
So, like, please, by any means, I am not saying Krim can't be extreme.
And you know what it feels like. You know what it feels like, though.
Krim and Clay...
Krim
and Clay are not changing. You made this roster knowing exactly how Krim and Clay are.
Yeah.
They're not going to change.
I agree with that.
They know what the fuck they're doing. They know what they're talking about. I don't give a fuck how they deliver their message. You put a roster together and you had all those facts, right? As a team, you had all those facts. So to me, for this to be such an early roster move, this screams that this roster was made and then instantly regretted that they made this roster. That's what this screams to me.
Yeah.
Because I agree with you, Tom. I think Neptune's good. Regardless of how long it's going to take him to kind of develop is another question, but that to me doesn't matter for why they made this move. To me, it just seems like they absolutely regretted this move. This is not the roster that they wanted to have. We kind of, heard about the preseason, what went on with, Krim, how Krim and Clay got together, and it wasn't their first choices, so to speak. But anyway, yeah, you made this roster move. You know exactly how these guys are. And to me, this is a coach thing, bro. Like, if you know Krim and Clay are going to be the way they are, which, by the way, they've always been the last 12 years in Call of Duty. 12 years in Call of Duty, both won, I don't know how many fucking events. Krim counts some Fugazi ones, but like 30-something. But anyway,
he does count some fucking Fugazi ones.
These guys are established like goats of our scene. They're not going to change. So this is a coach thing, bro. Krim is not getting paid and Clay is not getting paid to be 3-time world champions, come to this roster, make X $100,000. They're there to win. They're not there to baby people. So if their delivery is not fucking nice, well then it's got to be on the coaches.
But I will
sit down
say,
with X player after the fact.
I will say this move was way too soon. Like to act like it was. Okay, so we're also talking about a team that didn't play for a month because Hydra went back to his home country for the holidays. Like a month of no practice is definitely going to take a toll on every player, right? Like
and
you're
Clay
just not
recently
getting
got COVID, right? Too, so it's not like they've had an easy ride.
Like you're just not getting many reps. So,
that's my point.
Like I said,
though.
I don't know the inner workings. I'm not sure why it happened, but I do think Neptune. I agree with Tom. Neptune is like a generational talent.
This is roster insecurity.
I don't think.
Period.
Tom, go ahead.
I was just gonna say one thing that just to, you know, because I've played professionally and I know what it's like to be with very vocal teammates that are always screaming and yelling. I've teamed with Clay, I've teamed with Lamar, I've teamed with people who are very like that, like to yell.
Technically, didn't you?
I teamed with Krim for 2 weeks and he was screaming his fucking head off. Porter, go smoke a fucking cigarette. You're yelling like a fucking animal. I told this guy. I said, he yelled at me for not knowing a strat. I said, Porter, I'm not on your team. I'm on Optic for 1 day. You fucking moron. He said, oh, yeah, for 2 weeks I was on Optic.
Yeah, he had to sub in with them.
And this guy, Porter, I said, when I yell at him, he goes, oh, shit, my bad. I forgot. I said, yeah, you fucking moron, you forgot. But anyway, back to my point. When players get loud like that, in the beginning when I was young, it's hard. When you have these veterans you look up to and people that you respect that are constantly putting you down and they're trying to get the best out of you, right? But as you get older, you get a chance to realize that you just got to match their energy. They're passionate. They want to win. Everybody has the same goal in mind, and that's to win, right? Everybody wants to get that championship. Everybody wants to be #1, and it's going to be ugly. It's going to be ugly. There's going to be fights. There's going to be battles. Neptune needs to invest himself into those talks. If Neptune sees Crim6 doing some shit, fucking call him out on it. Match their fucking energy.
100%.
No, everybody should be invested. That way, everybody will be comfortable. Everybody will be matching each other's energies. Everybody's on the same page as to why Clay and Cream even act that way. I thought they knew that. That's a Pat saying.
Something out there that I agree with what Pat said. Like, it is going to be hard for Clay and Crim to change their approach. I do think that they have to try and meet in the middle a little bit, and we can put that to the side for a sec. But I want to agree with something that Pat said, which is like, with this roster where you're putting Clay and Crim on the team, they're going to be a certain way. There is then now a sense of ownership from the coaching staff to figure out how to buoy or hedge against.
I think we blame Revan.
They have multiple coaches on. They have multiple coaches on their team.
I thought you were serious.
I just don't think any of their coaches were well equipped for this. Right?
Bro,
this is a brand new environment.
It's a hard situation.
Ray was a great voice for this.
Hold on.
No, I'm sure even Ray had problems trying to.
Hold on.
One at a time. One at a time. Yeah, let Pat go.
Yeah.
No, I was just saying, I think Ray was a great voice here because Ray reminds me a lot of Teep in that way where, like, if Crim and Clay are bitching at, I think, Kyler and Shotzi, like, Ray can easily just, like, set it down and break it down in the soft, nice spoken bullshit way.
Well, Ray would also just tell Crim or Clay to shut the fuck up.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So
I'm not sure if Bobble's doing that. I'm not sure if he's telling Crim and Clay to shut their fucking fat ass mouths.
Maybe.
No, probably not. Knowing how the atmosphere is over there, probably not. Crim and Clay have most of the say.
I will say, and I'm sure Crim and Clay think the same way, bro. There is nothing, and this is just straight up. There's nothing worse than if you're being passionate and you might be bitching about something. If the person you're bitching to just like breaks down and like gives up, there's nothing more that you're gonna lose respect for than that. That you're going to lose respect for that player wholeheartedly if that happens. If a player bitches back to me and gets passionate about whatever the fuck I'm talking about or whatever play, then the respect level is just insta doubled. Like, I would rather somebody get fucking pissed off and get mad and passionate about why they disagree or why they feel this way or that way. Because, bro, like,
but then Pat, you also you're trying to win, right? But Pat, at the end of the day, when you have a rookie who calls you out on something, you can't be the veteran player that has that ego in mind that just refuses to listen to any fucking thing that this rookie has to say to you.
It's called projection, by the way. It's like the go-to coping mechanism.
because that's a big problem as well. Is people have egos. They can't admit when they're wrong. They can't admit when they're fucking wrong.
I don't think that's coming down to Crim and Clay. I don't even think Crim and Clay agree on everything. So it's not like
I'm saying in general. I'm saying in general here. I don't know what's going on in here. I don't know what's going on in their camp.
I anticipate that Crim and Clay have sat there and bitched for 30 minutes about a play. Like I fully believe that's happening.
We've seen on Clay stream in the beginning of the season.
Yeah, it's just that's the type of personalities they are.
We're going in a circle here. Look, I think the net of the conversation is this. This is obviously, as far as roster change goes, this is very early. And I do.
New York management should be ashamed of this roster change.
Well, I don't think New York management even knows. I think they're just listening to Crim and Clay. Go ahead, Ben.
Yeah, they should have stepped in and said, "Why are we doing?"
Go ahead, let Ben go.
We don't know the full story. We don't know who wanted to do this change. Was it the 3 players on the team? Was it the coaching staff? We don't have that full picture, so it's hard to say that. What I will say, and I think we've highlighted, is that the dynamic of this team, from a practice perspective, from a mindset perspective, from a dressing criticism perspective, there's some tough chemistry fits here, and they're going to have to work on this long term because, as we keep mentioning over and over in this episode, man, like teams like Toronto and FaZe and Seattle have great team chemistry. They have understanding and they have trust in their coaching staffs. And if you don't have all three of those things, you're not going to be an elite team in this league. So they need to put some work together and figure it out. It's going to be tough with Royalty playing on 80 ping for them to try and make it to winner's bracket now.
Well, he's going to Texas, isn't he?
I assume at some point, but for example, like I don't even know, does he have a visa to be able to travel and work in the U.S.?
Well, I mean, he could still go in the meantime, right?
Yeah, but he can't play. He can't play when he goes to the U.S.
Really?
Because you're working. You need to have a work visa.
Oh yeah, I guess the rules are technically different now.
So you need some kind of eligible work visa, otherwise you can get in trouble with customs.
I mean, I'm sure New York can figure that out, bro.
Okay, calm the fuck down, dude.
Organization.
But let's get back onto the match a little bit, because Royalty was making plays in this S&D. He was making
the only game mode he was making plays in.
Yeah, I mean,
that's not even like a
You're a
discrepancy.
fucking asshole,
He's
dude.
playing on, guys. He's playing on 80 ping. Like it is clearly like. I know I've gotten in trouble for stuff I said about internet on this show, but like, if everybody in the server,
80 ping is a lot.
80, like that's
Yeah,
a lot.
I mean that's a lot. That sucks.
Like Pat, that really
80
sucks,
ping is
bro.
unacceptable.
That is not easy to do.
Look, I don't know what you're supposed to do.
But hold on.
No,
Again,
I'm not saying
New
it's
York
anybody's
made this
fault. Hold on.
change knowing he is
Hold
in
on.
Canada currently.
If I was on,
Yeah, right, exactly,
Like,
Pat. That's why you
excuse.
can't. That's why there's no excuse, because why are they even doing it? They pre-popped the fucking thing.
No,
They knew he was. They knew where he lived when they picked him up. Like,
80 ping is
I don't want to hear a
unplayable, dude.
fucking thing about his ping. They knew exactly what his ping was
No,
gonna be.
shut up, man. Be reasonable. Listen, 80
That
ping is
is
absurd.
reasonable.
Just because they knew it was going to be a factor does not mean it can't be brought up to defend the kid who had a poor series.
It
80 ping is
absolutely can,
borderline
because,
unplayable.
Bro, none of this, this series, none of it is about royalty, bro. None of this is about royalty.
No, it actually
royalty could be the Don Juan. He could be the worst player in the world. It doesn't matter. None of this is about him. This is just the fact that New York subliners made a stupid move, which makes no sense, put Royalty in a shit spot, right? They knew where he fucking lived. He's going to have to come into this team with 1 day of practice.
This
and
first
play
pro
from
chance in a
Canada.
very long time, by the
Yeah,
way.
He's
and
not
just get
roasting
shit
Royalty.
on,
He's just
like,
saying
it just
it's
sucks
just
for
a
him.
situation that at hand. It all stems down from the
I just don't
decision
want to hear any
making.
excuses. I don't want to hear ping, nothing. They knew
Guys are saying,
exactly
where's
what
the
they were
OP
doing.
Bell Fiber at, bro? If they're playing on let's say they're playing on like a Colorado server, just think of the geography between Colorado and Toronto, and then I'll explain to you why this is a tough matchup for him, regardless if he's on Bell Fiber at home. But go ahead, Pat.
No, I mean, yeah, I just don't think this series is about him. So like, I don't think this loss is on him. Like, he could have had worse stats than he did. He could have went neg 100. Like, it wouldn't have mattered. This was just a New York subliner organizational failure from the top. That's
And
how
by the
I
way,
look at
I
it.
want to give a
hold
flip
on,
side.
hold on.
Can I go
Just-
for a second then?
Sure.
We've been talking a lot about New York in this series. I've seen the chat, bro. We want to give a big shout out to Thieves. All that aside, like, there's a lot of distractions going in this series. Obviously, don't know what New York team you're going to play. They're a little bit of an unknown. They pulled up and they were pretty dominant in this series once again. Another great showing from a Thieves team that I think has come out super hot to start this season. They are definitely in the conversations of some of the best teams in the league right now.
Correct.
For sure.
Thieves is very good. But I am curious to see like this, because I mean, New York has this content series where it seems to be pretty cutthroat and like real, right? Which is good. So hopefully we can sort of figure out why this decision was like
Also, I
really,
wanna
really,
ask-
really made. But if I'm not mistaken, didn't Nep say on stream like he doesn't have confidence right now? And I'm
I
pretty.
mean, neither does Clay, bro. Zuma, pull up Clay's
No.
tweets.
But let me
These
finish.
tweets?
It sounds somewhat similar to what Kyler was saying. So maybe like, I don't know. Maybe Nep just couldn't deal with the how, I guess, up in your face criticism from Clay and Krim can be.
Which we talked about earlier.
Which
those
they
guys-
made
those
that
guys have
move
been on
knowing
a lot.
that he was a young
Yeah.
kid.
No, I know. I mean,
Those
listen.
guys.
But
Those guys. Look,
Pat, you know Krim, dude. Guy's a fat fucking prick. That
Yeah,
guy.
I know that. He's gonna be annoying to deal with, but you made the team knowing what you were putting in that environment. That's why I said this is a New York subliner organizational failure. This roster is going to be a tough sell all year long unless Hydra can just become absolutely insane and Clay and Krim can step it the fuck up. But back to your point about like how, feeling not confident, bro, go to Clay's tweets. This guy's tweeting with less confidence than Seth tweeting. Is there light at the end of the tunnel? This guy's basically saying like, guys, I fucking suck. I'm trying my best to improve. Like, he thinks he sucks right now. So this roster move made no sense. This team just needed to get better. Period.
It is early. Listen, there are 4 majors. Like, if you bomb and play poor in one major, as long as you play good in the others, you're still going to make it to champs. they've got some time to figure it out. I think the general consensus here is we're probably a little puzzled by this move, and we'll have to see long-term how it works out for them. Also, the fact now that New York, I believe, is what, they're 0-3, so it's looking real slow for them to make winners bracket. They're going to have to make a pretty crazy run in a one-and-done situation from losers likely for this major.
Let's read out Clay's tweet just for anybody listening on audio. He said, annoying that everyone tweets at me like I make the sole decisions and act like I don't know that I'm dog shit right now. Y'all don't see the VODs I watch and 8s I've been playing to try and improve. Just got to be better and trust I'm fucking trying. So clearly he's frustrated. Clearly Clay doesn't think he's at the best where he can be right now. At least he acknowledges it. I mean, Clay's not fucking dumb. He's been doing this for a long time. You know, so they all got to step up. At the end of the day, the roster was completely pre-popped in my opinion. I don't think they should have made the change. And on top of that, they were all underperforming, to be honest with you, except for Paco.
One of them, yeah.
Paco was somewhat doing his thing, you know. Paco was trying to do his thing, but you know, at the end of the day, they gotta do shit as a team. Doesn't matter how good they are individually, they can't do it as a team. And some of them individually got to step up, if not all of them.
And for me, I mean, I know people want us to like analyze the series, but there's just nothing to take away from it. I mean, this team was just unprepared. They made an early roster move. They did not improve at all. So like, you could have copy and pasted them playing from last week to now. Yeah. There was no improvements made, and they just got outslayed. I don't care where the server was. They just got outplayed, outslayed.
That point, Pat, they're 12th in KD in the league right now. I think probably a short-term goal is the talent this team has, Royalty or Neptune aside, like they should not be the 12th team in slaying. So that's probably something they need to figure out. And then look,
just start kill whoring. All of them next game. Just go in to go positive, bro. Lose the series. Go positive. You're already gonna be in loser bracket. Get some goddamn confidence. Just sit there and stat whore in a series and lose, so you can look and be like, damn, at least I see some green in the KD. Like, cause you know you're gonna be in loser bracket heading to the major. That shit's not gonna change. So build your fucking confidence up. Start kill whoring in 8. Start kill whoring in scrims. Get some fucking confidence, so then you can fucking improve. Because you suck right now.
I like that advice. Kill whore in 8s to get your confidence back.
Just get some, bro.
I mean, it is.
Positive stats.
Yeah, I mean, it is.
You.
Yeah, no,
You've been getting shit on for however long they've been playing as a team. They probably since the kickoff haven't been doing well. I imagine their scrim results are the exact same. So step 1 for this team is get some damn confidence. Step 2, maybe get some different coaches. Step 3, just try your best to get some damn kills in a league match and not get outslayed by 100. That's my New York stuff.
I feel like it's also
for stage 2.
It's also a mindset thing, right, Pat? I feel like sometimes players forget to get into the mindset of you need to get kills, and their mind is just in a whole different place. 8s can get them into the right place and help them pick their spots and know when to kill, when not. And that starts with just starting to kill whore everything and figuring out what to do, you know?
Yeah,
I agree.
Like these guys can't, right? Like,
yeah,
bro,
I agree.
Clay, we see what Hydra
get
can
some
do.
kills,
like,
yeah, like kill whore, get some kills, and
you're literally dominating
fry.
Call of Duty players, bro. Just stop thinking, forget what you've thought you've learned so far about this game, get some confidence, and then start understanding how you want to play. Hey, bro, don't even come up with some way to play. Go watch FaZe, go watch Seattle, go watch Toronto. Just copy and paste, bro. Just copy and paste. Like, have some confidence and then copy and paste their play.
You and I have talked about, you know, you play series against Krim and you play well, and suddenly he's hitting your routes on the map, right?
I mean, that's listen, I know it's a gimmick, the stealing routes thing. I know he like the bust Krim's balls, but any good team or any good player is always watching. They're always watching. They're always picking up tendencies. It's very easy.
Everybody's watching VOD.
Listen, even if you're not watching VOD as a team, individually, go back. If you're playing fucking Toronto the next day, go back. Watch a map. Go watch Toronto play City. Go watch how they rotate on hard points. And then next day when you play Toronto, you're gonna pick up on things that you watched. I mean, any good player does it, and you'll be surprised. A lot of good players don't even do that. They're lazy. They don't do stupid shit like that.
100%.
They're egotistical. They think they're God's fucking gift, and they go out there and they get poop-bopped. They get shit on. It is what it is.
Krim and Clay, they're borderline Call of Duty geniuses. They've been around forever. They'll figure it the fuck out. But this is just right now. In the meantime, you got to build up some confidence because you're down in the weeds. You're tweeting out like you just lost champs in a Game 5 round 11. So I don't know. Just there's nothing for me to take away from this series. Thieves, obviously, they're pushing to that S tier category. They're looking great, but yeah. So that's kind of my thoughts. I'll wrap it up with that.
By the way, just to get into this map real quick, because this right here, this got really, really mixy right here. This was crazy. I couldn't believe LA Thieves was able to hold this whole hill from the front. The whole New York had
some nades, bro.
They had this back spot for 35, 40 seconds, bang.
There's another.
And they didn't get a single point on here. Throw your tags and work a kill here.
They're throwing nades. They're just not getting kills. You saw that this nade someone.
Listen, this is also just LA Thieves just showcasing the fucking talent they got.
Lane, though? How did they never get that right lane? That's what I don't understand.
Because I don't know, and they're spawning so close.
The gunfight back alley was definitely odd.
So I feel like somebody a fucking minute ago can take a route ring and just shoot everybody in the fucking back. Just stay alive. Somebody take a route and shoot these guys in the side trying to push the front.
A lot of teams are watching that pinch now, though. They usually have someone sitting bottom cliff and they're watching either the wrap left or they're watching someone coming around from tank from ring.
Yeah. Well, I like these regardless did a good job there.
Can you go back to the vetoes for me, bro? How did they play Gavatu and Bokaj?
Because New York banned Berlin. And whatever the other map got banned by.
So who picked Gavatu? Thieves, right?
Let me see who.
You're telling me New York picked Bokaj?
I'll tell you real quick. So New York's. So we look at how the vetoes went down. New York picked Bokaj. Yeah, map one.
You think that's weird, Pat? What would you have picked if you were in New York? Tell me. Talk to me. What would you pick,
what
Pat?
Ben said, Berlin. It makes the most sense.
Yeah,
they
maybe.
banned Berlin.
They banned it, Pat. Why do you think they banned that shit? What the fuck are they doing?
Listen, bro. New York,
what are they doing,
Krim,
Pat?
Clay, y'all know my number. It hasn't changed in a decade. Just call me. Like, I'm available, free, consult, no big deal.
You're freelancing right now, Pat. You're freelancing.
You know my number. You know my number. Let's just put it there.
If we want to talk about this map, because people complain, like, okay, so this hill, what we've seen the good teams do in this hill is turtling on this hill does not work because you get flipped and then you get effed. So the strategy is you got to get bow control and you got to watch the crosses. And like if they want to hit wide, so be it. But we're holding down the middle of the map. And instead, watch what New York does, bro. They're so nervous and they literally just turtle. They're just holding this building, and you're gonna watch that they're gonna get broken because they're gonna wait until like the last second here, and Crim's gonna slide out and get in trouble.
They even have somebody pushed out. They have somebody pushed out. Like, why are they turtling?
Do you see the kill feed? They picked up Royalty to run another auto?
I mean,
that is weird. That is weird.
No, but you pick up Royalty to run a third auto?
Yeah, that's interesting, right? That is interesting. Why is he running it? I wonder why he is doing that. Is that that's not the meta, right?
Is the meta not three ARs on some puzzles?
But even so, Royalty though, like, that's the player you want to pick up to run that role anyway?
Well, I mean, to be fair, Gavatu's a one-of-a-kind, Pat. It's the only map we see 3 fucking ARs on.
To be fair, Royalty, like...
That's why they should have played Berlin, Pat. That's why they should have played Berlin.
I mean, dude, don't get me wrong. I think
Royalty's
good. I think Royalty's good. I'm not, like... I don't really care. But that's my point, though. That's the role you're going to pick up to replace... Listen, I don't know, bro. Like...
Listen,
it's definitely an interesting roster move.
Listen, and now that Royalty's in there, I want to see Royalty. Listen, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt on the ping and everything. Shouldn't have been in the situation. This all stems from the decision that they made to change the roster. So Royalty's getting thrown into a bad situation. But let's give him some time. Let's give him a few matches. Let's let him hopefully he can get himself in a better location or a better ping, or I don't know, somehow fix that. Fucking
they gotta get his visa sorted. They gotta get him in Texas.
And let's see if this guy can get comfortable. Because one thing, Gizmo, take it easy. Come on, I'm doing something over here. I think Royalty, he's a good player. He's talented. He just he needs to fit into the system. You can't rush him. You can't rush him in there.
I think he is a good player. I don't think he's gonna fit on this team. I think he's a really good player individually. Don't see a world where he fits in on this team just as much as Neptune. Like, I feel like it would be the same thing. If Neptune didn't fit in this team, I don't see Royalty fitting in this team.
I think the one thing with Royalty that'll give him the benefit of the doubt is he's always been a talented player. He just never really had the best of the best teams. Like, right now he's playing with Krim, Clay, and Hydra. Like, this is a good fucking roster. So let's give the kid some time.
Is it a good roster for him, though? Like, I agree.
I don't know. I have no idea. I don't think
he'll mesh with this roster.
Oh, you know what also Neptune said that I thought was really interesting? So it's something about how he's going to go play challengers or I don't know if somebody told me this or if Neptune said this, but
he's playing with Spart.
No, but he's going to go play challengers because he's going to show the NYSL roster how he likes to play. He said that Neptune has a way of playing, and I guess they just weren't thinking about the game the same way. So Neptune's gonna go down to challengers and play his game and show people what he can do and how he wants to play the game. So almost like.
Listen, I want to verify he said that before I give my opinion.
No,
on
yeah,
that.
I think somebody might have told me that. I don't know how true it is. It might not be true. He said that. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. Okay, that can be completely fucking fugazi, the biggest fucking fugazi ever. I thought that somebody told me that. And if that is what he said, that's what he said. We'll see what happens. He goes into the
phone. I've dropped in the chat here if you want to pull up. Let's talk about the matches for tomorrow. We got another set of 4 here, obviously with the move of the match today. And I think there's some interesting matches to discuss here. Actually, looking at this list, Actually, 3 bangers, honestly.
I think there's a lot of good ones. Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially this first one, bro.
I'm gonna pull it up right now.
I think this could be a statement match for London. I mean, everyone obviously had them super down in their early season ranks, and then they obviously have came in and looked hot. But this is a big test for them, playing against a good Rokkr team. I think if they come out and dominate them, if they, in any fashion, a 3-1, 3-0, dominate respawns, whatever it may be, then I think these guys are going to be looked at differently. I'm going to look at them differently and, put them pretty high as a contender for this year.
Yeah. I think, wait, Pat, we were 4-0 today, but we both went with the same predictions today. Today's predictions.
We're
coming back. Today's predictions, I think, we're on the easier side. I'm not going to lie. I feel like
Okay, so what do you guys think about FaZe Boston Breach?
I think FaZe is going to win 3-1. What do you think, Pat?
That's fucked up.
I guess it's gonna depend on the vetoes. I don't see a world where talent-wise they don't stack up for me. I think Boston does probably have an edge in S&D right now, but talent-wise I don't think they stack up evenly. I think if Atlanta FaZe come to play and play their game, this should be a pretty fair server game for each of them. I think they're located in Atlanta and Boston, so they should get a pretty fair host. But yeah, I'm going 3-0 FaZe. Maybe Boston takes it S&D and then it's a 3-1. But I could see a world where Boston gets lucky in a respawn. Atlanta might troll and go game 5. But I think Atlanta will clutch up either way. So I got Atlanta winning this series.
Yeah, take the fucking hat off.
What's the map count? What's the map count, Pat?
I'm going to go 3-0, potentially a 3-1.
Take the fucking hat off, Pat.
But most likely a 3-0. And it wouldn't surprise me, Tom, to this be one of the fastest series tomorrow. Looking at these matches, it would not surprise me if this starts at 6. Oh my god, bro. It wouldn't surprise me if they're running commercials at 6:25 with skirt.
All right, thank you, Pat. It's an absolute pleasure to get you. Pat, it's an absolute pleasure. Ben, what do you think, Ben?
Ben, what do you think?
I like what I've seen from this Boston team. They have some individual players that are takeover talent. I do think, though, that I think FaZe has definitely come around the corner from Kickoff Classic, and I think it is a little bit of an underdog battle for the Boston team.
Yeah, suck my fucking dick.
I see Boston taking map 1 this series, and then FaZe are going to grab the next 3. It's going to be a gentleman's 3-1.
Do you think, this is a pretty direct question, do you think Boston will veto Desert Siege S&D?
Ooh, I don't know, Zen. What do you guys
I can't speak on anything. Yeah, I would have to bring in Zed and Den's our masterminds. I really can't. I honestly don't know what the fuck we're playing, what we're vetoing, who we're screaming, what time I'm getting here tomorrow. That's all.
You guys don't know what time you're getting on tomorrow? It's like 11:30.
I'm joking, man.
He's fucking around, Ben. He's trolling. He's trolling.
I don't know what you guys are going to veto, but just know, when you spawn in on Desert Siege, if you play that, no matter if you go left or right on the map, Cell has already called you out. Keep that in mind. Keep that in mind.
Man, that's
Cell
crazy.
has already called you out.
How do you feel about that, Tony?
Listen, I respect everybody in here's opinion, right? Obviously, some great minds. You guys are good friends of mine. I have no bad blood with any of you guys.
Right.
I want to see Pat with his hat off. I think you're on FaZe, so you suck their dicks. And I think Ben is the #1 FaZe fan in the fucking league. Other than that, I respect your guys. I respect your guys' opinions. I always will. It's going to be hopefully a close match, a fun match. We know it's a hill to climb going into it, right? Obviously, the defending world champions. But I kind of think of it as Goliath versus Goliath, right? New kids on the block, led by an absolute fucking stud.
How are the new kids on the block Goliath?
Yeah, shut your fucking mouth. Have you seen Capsule?
Capsule's the fucking man, by the way. That guy's godlike.
To your points, then, like for you guys,
realistically, we expect it to be a tough match, our toughest match yet. Hopefully, we come out swinging and catch some momentum, but by no means are we going into this fucking expecting to, if we win, hopefully it's a 3-0, but very easily can see it going map 5, hopefully. But we'll see. We're still learning, right? We still have a lot to iron out, and we're still learning and working every day.
Let's go through the other series, Tony. Realistically, Tony, you guys can get a win tomorrow. Of course, you can get a win tomorrow. It's just anything can happen. I think FaZe, they're 2-0 right now, but I still don't think FaZe is looking like original FaZe. I still think they have a lot to work on. And I think that's what a lot of teams are doing right now. I still got FaZe. I think FaZe is a stronger team. No offense, Tony. I just think they're the better team. So we'll see.
Everybody should think that, by the way.
We'll see what happens tomorrow. I think they're gonna win. But let's take a look at the other matches and see what's going on here. We got Minnesota Rokkr going up against London Royal Ravens. This one's gonna be a fucking banger, baby.
Yo, Tom, I got breaking news.
What's going on?
I got a clip for you.
We got a clip. Send it to the DM.
Oh shit! I put in the TS.
Okay, I'll send it to the DM. No problem.
I'll send it to the DM right now.
You put it in the
What is the
DM.
clip?
It's in the DM. In the DM.
What is the clip?
I don't know. We gotta take a look. We gotta take a look at it live on the flank.
Oh, it's Neptune.
Live on the flank.
First, can we do our predictions before we do the clip?
Yeah, we can do our predictions before we do the clip. I'm down. Let's do
Jin,
this.
you're an active player. You can't have bias, man.
I'm not guessing on my match.
No, we've had active players come on and do predictions.
Well, let's go through Minnesota and London. Who you guys got? I got.
This is a really good match.
I don't know who the fuck's winning this.
I think London's gonna win this. I think London's gonna win this. I think with having Gizmo, you know, when we were talking to Gizmo and Trey, we saw Gizmo in the interview. These guys look super confident. I think they're really confident in their ability. Yeah, and I think this is gonna be a statement series for London. So. I'm going to get them winning. Obviously, Minnesota Rokkr coming off the heartbreaking Game 5 round 11. I don't think they really took that to heart. You kind of saw them laughing when they lost, but I got London in this one.
Yeah, I got Rokkr 3-2. I think they're the stronger search team. If they can sneak out a respawn, they're winning the series because they're going to win both searches. I got Optic Texas 3-0 versus Legion. I think we're going to see a different Optic.
Oh, we're doing them all?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
Should I rewind?
Yeah, rewind, Tony. I'll do mine. For me,
I'm a fucking prick, man. I really am one of the biggest.
I got 3-2. I got 3-2 Minnesota. I think they're gonna bounce back after a rough day today, and I think they're gonna come out swinging. They're gonna be on They're gonna have their game on point tomorrow. I think they're gonna come out. They're gonna look back at some of the VOD, maybe take a look at some of the things they're doing wrong. So I'm gonna go with my guys over in Minnesota, but. We'll see how it goes. Pat, I agree with you on the confidence. Those motherfuckers are cocky over there in London. They don't give a fuck. They
like that.
I like that too.
Tom.
I like it too. So we'll see. It's gonna be a good match. I'll go Minnesota 3-2, but we'll see what happens. What do you, Tony? We'll kick things off.
Where you at?
Oh yeah, Ben, we didn't get you. Go ahead, Ben.
I got a little bit of a fire one.
Oh shit.
I really like this London team. I think it's a bad matchup for Minnesota. I got London 3-0.
Oh, you're going straight 3-0.
Yes, sir,
You think they're gonna knock them out of the park? You think they're gonna knock them out of the park?
I feel like this is just a really funky matchup for Minnesota against a very dynamic London team. I think they're gonna really struggle with them in respawns.
Very fast
and
London team.
I really have liked what I've seen from London Search. They played some really deep, kind of round 11 bangers.
Oh,
but,
they've
looked
deep.
good.
It's been so deep, Ben.
Oh Jesus Christ, Tony! Give your predictions for
I
Paris
got
and
London
Optic.
What?
Paris Optic, Zinni.
Paris Optic, go Tony, go.
I got Optic 3-0. A lot of over-exaggeration around Optic recently because they lost 2 6-5 close matches. I think when it comes to respawn, Optic just simply outslay Paris. I think maybe Paris can sneak out a surge, but I'm expecting Optic to come out with anger tomorrow, so I'm going to go Optic 3-0.
I'm going Optic 3-1. I think Paris might squeak a map out somewhere just because Optic's still working on some things, and they're still going to be learning some things. But I think Optic's gonna take the series. What do you think, Pat?
Yeah, I don't know. This is a tough one for me, man. I think Optic has to win this. This is do or die for them, just from a confidence standpoint. I would want to say Paris will upset, but after what I saw from Paris today, it's pretty much impossible for me to say that. That's kind of what my prediction was going to be last week, but Paris is just not getting better. They're not improving. They're not winning S&Ds. So for me, that's why I can't take them. I'm going to go Optic 3-1.
Ben?
I have not since that phase series. I think Paris has went from being like, I don't know, maybe this team's gonna take scalps off of people and be an occasional upset pick to like, I don't know. And this Optic team's gonna be looking for blood this week after an 0-2. I think this is gonna be a very quick series. And the Optic guys are gonna come in and get some confidence and go up 3-0 and sweep out Paris Legion.
All right, then we'll move on to the last one. We got the Los Angeles Thieves going up against Florida Mutineers. Tony, we'll kick it back off with Joe.
I'm going to go Thieves 3-1. I think Florida can sneak out a search, but I think Thieves is just too strong right now. I don't see many teams that are fucking with Thieves right now, bar like the FaZe, Ultra, Surge.
Right. Pat?
And Boston Breach.
Who you got?
Yeah, I'm thinking Thieves 3-0. Quick and easy.
Too. I'm thinking Thieves too. I'm giving 3-1 Thieves. Ben, what do you think?
I mean, Florida's an odd team to predict.
They are. I don't know what the fuck's gonna happen.
You never really know what they're gonna show up. I just think Thieves are playing too good right now. I think the maps will be close. This will be a series where we'll see the best of Florida, and I think they'll take probably one map. But it's just hard for me to not take this Thieves team in at least 4. So I got Thieves 3-1.
All right, and those are the predictions for today. Let's take a look at this link that Mr. Patty P himself sent over, and let's see what's going on here. Let's take a look. Let's switch over screens here on the Flank production. And let's play.
It's my strengths. Like, me fucking sitting in the corner on hill every single life is not my strengths. You know? Me fucking eating my cock every single play isn't like how I like it. That's not what got me this far in my career, you know.
Okay, Pat, was that enough? Because this is music. The music could fuck this up.
Yeah. That's enough. That's enough.
Is that what he said? He said they say they're on his cock, Pat. They're on his cock. He said.
Yeah, they said that they were on his cock, and that's not what got him to this point in his career. Which, I mean, if I'm comparing careers between Crim and Clay and Neptune, I'm probably taking Crim Clay's. And then he said something in the beginning of that. I don't know if you got that.
So I don't understand, but after hearing that, like I'm not gonna take a side here, but it's like, what does on your cock mean? If they were critiquing your play, it all comes from a place of wanting to win. They were calling you a bitch and saying "fuck you," I don't like you personally. That's one thing. Like,
I think they were just saying, "Hey, you're making shit plays over and over and over."
I don't think that's any reason to. It's kind of like Looney with me on Rise. Like, he really helped me become a better player. He was a fucking prick about it, and he let me know about it whenever I was making mistakes. But yet, at the end of the day, it was because he wanted to win. We all wanted to win, and it made me a better player. So, if it was strictly in-game criticism, no matter.
Everybody's saying he didn't say that. Everybody's saying we heard it wrong.
Oh.
What did he? Should we replay? I mean, the only problem is there's music here, so it might fuck up the vibe.
And then come back with a transcript.
Get the script for us, Ben.
Ben, go get a script because he's listening to music.
He said he's beating his own cock. Oh,
we misheard it. Ben,
why are you beating your cock?
He's in the corner beating his cock.
Why is he in the corner beating his cock then? Why is he in the corner beating?
Look, I think
they wanted him to beat his cock in a corner. They wanted him to stop moving.
So here's my thing. Is like I don't. I've said my piece.
That makes more sense.
I've said my piece on this episode. Like, I get it, where you guys are coming from. Like, everybody's got to be able to take criticism. I just, as I've said time and time again on the show, like, I think there are different approaches on how you do that, and I don't necessarily always agree. The approach is probably taken on this team, and it is what it is.
Yeah, and I apologize. Chat, if I play the music, then people can't go back into the VOD and watch, and I know a lot of people do.
Listen, hold on, Tom. I'm gonna link you a YouTube video really quick that you gotta play for me, all right?
No problem, Pat. Does it got music?
No music.
Then we're good. Just DM it to me, and we're good. I can pull it up. It's no problem. Get Neptune on the flank. We should get Neptune on the flank. If he ever wants to come on and talk about some of the shit that he was going through, or it's up to him.
Tom, I might have lied. It does have music, but I don't think it's like copyright music. It's on YouTube. It's a YouTube video.
I think it is most definitely copyright music.
Clay and Crim aren't fucking Michael Jordan, Pat. They're not fucking Michael Jordan.
It's simple.
They're not fucking Michael Jordan.
I think Crim is probably the most directly comparable to Jordan in the scene.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Nah. He's like Bill Russell. Like.
You're Jordan?
Yeah, but listen. This is a conversation for another day. Bottom line. You got things, and someone had to teach Crim that. But listen, bottom line. It said it all. Listen, you got that mentality. You don't. You're either a stone cold killer champion or you're not. And I think at the end of the day, Ben, back to your point, some people can take the heat, and others just need to get the fuck out of the kitchen. You know what I'm saying? But listen,
we can.
Tom,
we can have
I'm hearing out, Tom. Pat, I'm fucking hearing you right now, Pat. I really am. I'm hearing you right now. Okay, you could. Listen, we could go on all fucking day about this shit. At the end of the day, what the fuck are they doing over there, Pat? What are they doing?
Tom, they need you back.
Come on, they need me back over there. They didn't listen to me when I was over there. They did the opposite. You know, so what are you gonna do? It is what it is. Ben, hit a fucking part and get us out of here, Ben.
All right, Ben.
I'm serious, Ben. Seriously, don't test me right now.
And don't fuck it up either.
Please just get this done. Just get it done. Hit the part and get us out of here.
You wearing a Thief shirt, Ben? Ben, what shirt is that?
Yeah, I'm wearing a Thief shirt.
That's bias.
That is bias.
I got a 100 Thieves package coming Tuesday.
It's a fire shirt.
No wonder royalty was on 80 ping today. You're fucked up.
That's unbelievable. That is unfucking believable.
No wonder he was on 80. That's actually fucked up.
Man, let's get a W in the chat for this amazing production over here out of me. I mean, this is fantastic. Look. This is the best. You got the chat. You got the Ben Putt up top. I mean, this is some of the
Pat
best.
in his fucking hat.
You guys see?
You like my hat? LA, baby, thinking Thieves.
Pat in the hat.
I'm thinking Thieves.
Oh, he's lining it up. He's lining it up. Let's see what he can do.
I'm going wide left.
Wide right. Wide right. He sinks it once again. Wow, this guy is on fire. This guy's the Tiger Woods of gaming, ladies and gentlemen. He's the Tiger Woods of gaming, isn't he? Ladies and gentlemen, Ben J. Nassim, Cash
Ben, you're
Money.
on fire, bro. You're on fire.
You are on fire. I'm impressed. I'm fucking impressed, man. Let's get us the fuck out of here. Like, comment, subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. Go to anchor.fm/theflank to check out all the audio sites that we're on. Go to @theflank on Twitter. Guys, doing a fantastic job. Make sure to go follow @theflank on Twitter. Follow the stream. Do what you gotta do. Thank you guys for tuning in.
He's doing a good job on our account, but he's wasting PHP on the New York Subliners account.
I don't know what he's doing. I don't know what he's fucking doing. Also, guys.
I have a plug.
Oh, by the way, happy birthday, Hydra. Sorry you
Happy birthday to Paco. Happy birthday to Paco. Happy birthday. Paco, you're an animal. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep your head up, kid. Keep it fucking pushing. Keep that gas pedal fucking down. Paco, like I always tell you.
Wait, Tom, you are
Tony,
200 away from 400K on Twitter.
I am.
Every single person should be following Zoomaa on Twitter right now. And please don't forget that Better Days Ahead is currently live for the weekend.
Oh, get your Better Days Ahead.
New drop's kind of fire.
Hey, Tony, can I get this one?
It's a restock of like fan favorites. Wait, you want me to send it to you for free?
Well, let me take a look. I'll take a look and I'll let you know.
Tom, you still haven't done the outro.
Oh, okay, yeah, because you can't afford it.
Well, yeah, I have to close it out. I just want to say one more thing before I run the intro. No flank on Sunday. It's Super Bowl Sunday, guys. We only got a couple matches. I know. The flank is the best entertainment ever. I know.
They all start saying, thank fucking God. We didn't want it anyway.
Yeah, I mean, they probably, I don't know. It's Super Bowl Sunday. There's only 2 matches. No flank. We're gonna take that one off, and everybody's gonna go out and enjoy the Super Bowl. So we're just gonna do that, and we can have a nice relaxing Sunday. You know, it won't be any fucking problems. You know. But hope you guys enjoyed the show today. We'll be live tomorrow after the matches. We'll be here ready to go, and hope you guys enjoyed today. Take care, brush your hair, and we'll see you guys tomorrow in another one, another episode.
It was an absolute pleasure,
Flank.
man.
Take care. How you doing?